home. Feels like a game. Let's go.
It feels like a game, yes. What is going on, everybody? It is Thursday, Toyz Day, aka no, Toyz Day. I already just said it. What's going on, everybody? Carolina Cold Cat, what's going on? Suki, what's going on? Pocket Salsa, how are you? Von Fake Name, how are you? Slightly Adrift, what's going on? Historical Station. Otherwise, guys, hit that live chat, hit that like if you want to win something. Otherwise, if you're Pocket Salsa, you know you go to bed. Let us know you're going to bed, then you'll automatically win something. B, dude, we've got a busy night. Why don't you step in and tell the homies what's going on?
Oh man, D is for Dracula. That's what's going on, man. I am very, very excited. I think we're all very excited. Dude, we have a lot of content. You and I were just talking. We are on a schedule like no other tonight. We're gonna try to be very, hey, time is time, and we're moving on. We have like 70 something pieces to look at. We got 4 people to talk to. It's going to be a long one, man, but holy smokes, from what I've seen so far, I mean, dude, as expected, right? Like everybody knew that, like, oh, we're going to see some dope stuff. And man, there is some dope stuff for sure.
I'm going to put it out there, man. You just nailed it. Dope stuff out there for sure. This was certainly not a show that if somebody told me, oh yeah, 70 global artists are going to be focusing on Dracula and Drac-U-laser. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't know how many Dracula pieces we're going to see. We saw a lot of fucking dope-ass Dracula pieces, homie. And not just like a bunch of like, look at me, I'm blood. No, a bunch of fucking like bats and fucking ghouls and 70 pieces.
Yeah, exactly, man. Good variation, dude. That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I mean, like you can obviously have just like, I mean, what would you even call regular old Dracula? I don't know. You could have that, right? But then we saw some other stuff that's like totally just kind of in that Dracula realm that really works. Lots of time and effort, man. It's nuts, dude. There's just, I mean, and people making runs, dude. Like we've talked about this before. Like who comes out here and just makes a run of figures? Like here, man, I don't know. There's like, 10. Lab Monkey 9 throws up a pre-order, right? Like, shoo, man. What's up, everybody? Fletcher Sandbig, DT O'Keefe. What is up, everybody? So yeah, man, we got a busy night. Like I said, we're gonna get started here with the guests about 6:15ish. Everybody rolls in. We're gonna have Lab Monkey 9, Kajiki Toys, and Tone Twisted Tiger coming up. Kajiki did that poster, that map that dropped recently, dude. That was sick. And then Lab 9, of course, and Tone Twisted Tiger. So that'll be fun. Then we'll talk to Dimension X Toys, ringleader of making a mutant, who, dude, correct me if I'm wrong, 16, 17 artists in there now? Like, that's obviously growing. Like, last time I checked with this, it was not that much. Right, it was like a few. 16, 17, that's a lot, man. No, I don't know if that's just for this event or if that's just like a regular thing, so we'll find out. That'll be fun.
I think that'll probably, you know what, I'm glad we finally got to mention X Toys, and not just because every freaking week we seem to pull up their page or something and go, dude, this guy's underrated, his pieces are fucking nuts, he's a great painter and his ideas are dope. But I'm pretty sure every online art show we end up getting to them making a mutant, and we sit there fumbling through harder than a G.I. Joe show.
Dude, what a great comparison. Wow, that was good. Clever.
But we usually end up there going, okay, what is this? Who made what pieces are where? I've also noticed that now they're doing this great thing. They've split up into several groupings, right? So it's like group A, group B, and then there's like the little buddy companion pieces. Love it, man. So I'm glad we're going to mention X Twisted. Tone Twisted Tiger and fucking Lab Monkey number 9 just put in like 2 hours, if not almost closer to like 2.5, doing a bunch of interviews with those artists. I didn't even realize at one point it was jokes, man. This is what I love about this kind of shit. Those dudes do those interviews. I'm sitting there. At one point I see a piece and I'm like, that piece oddly looks like Slime City Toys. And they're talking and everything. And then like by the end of the interview, they're like, all right, Slime City. Well, and I'm like, oh, geez. No wonder it looks like a fucking Slime City Toy piece. It's fucking Slime City Toys in there. What do you expect, you know? So that's what I kind of like about this show, man. Like we don't always see what people look like, and that doesn't necessarily matter. But I'm autistic, so it does. I'm just kidding. It helps my brain. I don't know why, but yeah, no. Sometimes we don't know what you guys look like. Strafe 7, your card's looking beautiful, sir. Kelly Warrego. That last name, I am sorry if I messed that up. Stormico Station, what is going on? If anybody has any pointers, tips, help for Stormico Station, that dude's going to be casting up some shit. So keep your eyes on his page. Ordinary Toys, what's going on? Uncle Spank, what is going on? You know what, dude? Dimension X Toys, what is up? At this point, I would actually
Yes.
say, homie, besides the Diaz for Dracula, I think we're keeping things kind of pretty light tonight. Did you have anything, or did you want us to kind of start like pulling up some accounts so we can even just drag these goobers in here as soon as
Man, so well, let's do this. So let's just take a look at the giveaways real quick that we got for tonight. Whoa, starting off very strong. Bam, ordinary toys.
ain't nothing ordinary about that, man. God damn.
That's right. Lost Ronin of Dimension 666. Bam, that dude up for grabs. Tonight.
That's the second one too. He fucking gave one of those away on our show, the one of one Toys Alive one. Now he's got one of those too.
Absolutely.
Pow.
Absolutely. He does. Next, bam, that black and white Healy Trooper. Snagged an extra one of those when that came out. Bam, that will be going out to someone
You
tonight.
can't see, but I just gave you the middle finger on that one, and you know
Yeah.
why, and nobody else in the world knows why, but you know why.
Yes, I do. And then the other one is we're gonna do both of these plastic vomit. One of them is a completely clear Han Solo. Bam, very nice. And then another one is a prototype Snow Trooper. Giving away a couple of those. So those will be going out tonight. Good luck to everyone. Everybody in here knows how to do it. Man, besides that, dude. Yes, go.
Well, Bootleg Toyko is saying you guys can take his name off the wheel tonight. He thinks he's already won that. You know what, dude? I'm gonna put you on the wheel anyways when we're putting those wheel names on there, and if it turns out that's the case, we'll spin again or we'll figure that one out. But I don't want you to not be on the wheel and then I miss you for something cool that you do want. Also, Bootleg Toyko, dude, you did a great job coming in on there, and that new piece that you have, not just the Making a Mutant one, but the one that you made as well. Great Street Fight SPDX, homie. I've been digging the fucking little drawings and doodles. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to get back to you on those, but I always appreciate and enjoy those, man. Thank you.
Yes, Street Fight also. I know he's been sending me accounts. We're not going to go over accounts this week. We'll save that for next week, and we'll get caught up. But I know that, man, he sends me a lot of stuff, dude. That guy is he's digging out the accounts big time. Dre, what's up, man? Good to see you, my friend. Dre had a piece in the show tonight too. We'll also take a look at that. Very cool.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna quickly on that point. Dre is fucking hot damn, dude. I wasn't sure if we were gonna see a piece come out from you, and I was stoked to see that piece come out from you. The other thing is somebody slid in my DMs this week, and they actually said something that was so important to me, not because of what they said to me, but because the rippling effects that it clued in for my brain. Somebody said, "Hey, Crumbs, those paint nights that you end up throwing got me out of a little bit of a dark hole, right? But here's why I'm actually bringing this up. I didn't throw that second one. My modem wasn't working, and luckily, Death and Strawberries came to the rescue and ended up actually hosting that Zoom that night. And I just wanted to put out there of how simple that was, because Death and Strawberries that day wasn't able to sit around his computer. He was literally able to basically turn on the Zoom meeting and then turn off his video camera and microphone and dip the heck out. And I love the fact that that's all it took. It literally took somebody literally just opening up the Zoom for these folks and just turning off their stuff. And for somebody to say, hey, man, those Zooms meant a lot to me, that's all it took. It literally took one dude opening it up, turning off his video camera, going off with his family for the day, coming back in and going, hey, Crumbs, do you think I could probably close this up? Fuck, dude. Guys, the like little domino effect, you have no idea the huge friggin' domino it's going to end up hitting at the end. Like, tiny little moves sometimes. Tiny little moves. I fucking love it. Anyways, LM9 is chilling in the waiting room. Do you want to drag him in here? We'll start getting this D is for Dracula going.
Yeah, I just saw RetroZone Neon in the chat. What up, RetroZone Neon? Good account. Follow that
dude,
one if you're not already.
Loud Monkey number 9 has got to be getting exhausted at this point. Dude works a regular week. He's been navigating the entire show for like a month.
Yeah. You know what, man? I was thinking about a Dracula mask. That's a good one. There you go. And I just couldn't get one here in time. And I went to the Halloween store and I did not see a Dracula mask. That's a good one, though. God, that's creepy, man.
I think the thing I liked about that the most, too, is that Tone actually ended up doing the figure that, for some reason, your mask looks almost like Tone's piece.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got the mohawk on the top, and then, of course, it's got like the just white, blue eye. Dude, thank you for coming in. You've got to be getting tired at this point.
Yeah.
Did you guys end up making it through all the artists? I know that you guys had Burial Boba on. No?
no.
There's too many,
We
man.
we yeah we tried to scroll a little bit through the hashtag, but it was mostly artists coming in, and that was great because really you can. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It worked out well because we didn't want it to be like a exact sort of copy of what you guys are doing because that doesn't make any sense. So we wanted to try and do something different, right? So so we brought in a whole bunch of artists that we knew were not going to be on your show. So they got all kinds of airtime and got to talk about the pieces. And, yeah,
nice.
General Porpoise got on, Barrio Boba, Death and Strawberries, Neil Ewing, Retrozone Neon, Meow San, fellow Canadian in Montreal. I'm missing some people, but there was a bunch. There was a whole bunch.
And you know what, man? I really appreciate you guys doing it that way because not because it's different than what we're doing. Artists need to be able to talk about their work. We can look at it and make assumptions and try and figure out what the heck's going on, but it makes people feel good to be able to actually explain what the heck they did there. So I'm glad that you guys are doing that.
Yeah. Oh, it's right. Manny Cartoon came on as well, and it was good to see his because for whatever reason, Instagram wasn't letting him post his art. So it was our first time being able to see it. So that was cool too, right? So.
Absolutely,
yeah, that's a good account, man. Manny Cartoon, that's a good one. So, dude, let me ask you. All right, so last year F is for Frankenstein. This year D is for Dracula. I would venture to say there's a little bit of a theme going on here.
You're figuring me out. You're on to me.
I think it's great, man. I mean, of course, we'll be looking forward to the next one, but this one, man, I mean, last year was great. Frankenstein was great. Dracula knocked it out of the park again. What made you settle on Dracula, man? Did it just kind of make sense following up with Frankenstein?
Yeah. So what I'm basically doing, like the grand plan, is to go through all of the Universal monsters. So like the main Universal ones, and I was trying to go through they're all popular, but I was trying to sort of like Frankenstein. I guess Frankenstein is my favorite out of all of them, but it's also pretty closely tied with Dracula. Like those two are pretty huge. Just because I was trying to make sure that I didn't pick an obscure monster because you're going to ask a ton of people to get in on this theme with you. So I didn't want to pick something that was really super weird and obscure. I could just do that on my own, right? Like if for a group show, you want to have something that everyone wants to get into. And also I wanted to pick something that could go in many different directions. So you don't want to just have, just all this art that looks exactly the same. I was a little bit worried with Frankenstein, but it worked out really well. Like everyone really spread out. Yeah. And I knew for Dracula that we were going to be fine because there were so many different kinds of, there's so many movies. There's so many different interpretations. There's vampires, there's bats. Like it's just, and everyone just went fucking crazy. Like it's just everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. Like there's every kind of vampire ever out there.
Yeah, so I think the first piece I pulled up as I'm scrolling was the first thing that jumped on my feed was Frankenlander. And I'm just like,
oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, are you kidding me? And then it's just, I mean, it's kind of all, it's crazy, man. So awesome. Okay, so Universal Monsters. Let's talk about your piece in general.
Sure.
Super sick. I saw that you have the one for sale. I'm sure it's sold by now. And then you have a pre-order for that same figure.
Yeah, I figured because I was hoping to do like 3 or 4, but obviously that didn't work out because it's just time crunch of everything. And I did a lot of sculpting on this one and a lot of sort of fitting of parts. So that took up a lot of time. And then also organizing the show. It takes up a huge amount of time. And I always underestimate how much time it's going to take. And this is the biggest one that I've curated. So I think there's like an extra 10 people or something. And I thought, whatever. But like, no, every person you add is just gets that much, that much bigger of a machine. That's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I wanted to do I managed to get one and I finished it basically like a couple of hours before I posted. And I was painting today. I was casting last night I was casting, and I would sleep for a half an hour, and then I'd cast another part, and I sleep for another half an hour and cast part. So I was sleeping and casting, basically right down to the wire, and then got all the magnets in, and then I went to sleep, and got up and started painting, and then doing all the work for the show. So I thought, well, if I throw out the pre-order idea, then I'll have a couple there in the pre-order if there was more than just one person that wanted one. And I put an estimate that at end of December I would be able to get a couple more done for that.
Nice.
So we'll see if people are interested.
B actually was the one that pointed out that you had done a pre-order for that, and I think that was a smart idea, man, because it allows you to cast the one for the show, and then it's not like you just made 10 and you're like, I wonder if they'll move. You've made the one for your show that you wanted to do, and you've left it open if you want to list. Otherwise, you get to just kind of keep on going with creatively what you want to do. Smart move.
Yeah.
And I'll imagine they'll sell, though. You'll probably get quite a list there. I was going to say, do you have your...
Man.
There we go. So this is Vamputron. So I've done him a few times, but never this complicated before. So usually he started in the scrap show. I had the Dracula head, and then I would usually add an axe to his arm, and I would put him on a skull body. So then I decided to, I sculpted the whole chest, and the cape is sculpted as well. And the cape was really, really hard to do because I had to get some arm movement. The cape was quite large. I've never sculpted a cape before. And I have some capes, but I don't have like a nice Dracula cape. Like I wanted to have the nice, sort of raised collar that goes around. And so I ended up with a really large cape, and then I ended up with a very skinny cape because I needed to get, the movements back, like the arms need to be able to move, but it all ended up working out. And
Dude,
I got this
like little
robot
blood
body
thing. What's the little blood
there?
valve on the arm? What the heck is going on there?
Yeah, so he's got like this. So he's kind of like a lazy Dracula. He doesn't have to bend over and use his teeth or anything. He just has to kind of like wobble over and just stab you with his fucking needle, suck the blood up, and then it goes up into these like these sort of like little containers of these beakers up here, and then up in the hoses, he's got this storage tank up here for later on.
Nice.
That's fucking dope, man.
Dude, and you sculpted that whole chest?
And all that.
Wow.
And then, so this is like a Bela Lugosi head.
Yeah.
And then I got the Count Orlok, the Nosferatu.
Oh, yes.
As well.
Nice.
Frig, man. You got a beautiful purple on those casts too, man. That's a really nice lilac color.
Thanks. Yeah.
Wow.
And also there's like these little rats that come with them too. Let's see if we can see them. In the Nosferatu movies, when Dracula, when Count Orlok comes along the boat, he comes out and there's like, you can see them or not.
Damn.
So when he comes out of the boat, there's just like a horde of rats because there's like this whole plague that comes with Dracula on the boat, and there's just like rats and rats and rats just running off the boat, and everyone's freaking out. And so I was like, "Ooh, I gotta find some rats to get in there." So they each come with 3 little rats, and it's like I had one of those moments where I was painting like little red eyes on the tiny little rats, and I'm like, "What am I doing with my life?"
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. Dude, like in my opinion, this might be one of the sickest pieces I've seen you make as like a combined piece. This is like some kind of Playmates TMNT shit you got going on, man. Full on weapon arms, all these like cool accessories, little rat minion pets.
Thank you. Yeah, I really sort of I'm losing power. One sec. All right. Yeah, so I just I just kind of wanted to flesh out a character I had started in a very simple way, but I wanted to like really bring it in and get into the character and the design and add all kinds of like sort of narrative parts to it. Like, how does he drink his blood? How does he collect it? Where does he put it? And the little rats are kind of like a cute little sort of accessories, and they kind of run around him. I don't know. I put some more thought into it. Sometimes you just dig deep into toy, and sometimes you do toys like really fast, and the designs just kind of come as they go, but put some time with this one.
When you're typically when you do a show, right? When you throw a show, you have a piece in the show. Have you ever thought of just curating a show without doing a piece in it? Is that something that you're at all interested in, or is it important to do a show and that like the show is just something that just kind of comes along with doing the piece?
Yeah, I have. You do think about those sort of things because you're working so hard on your piece and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do all of this?
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
the show and that at the same time. I wonder if I would be as invested in the project if I wasn't doing something as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never tried to curate without having a piece in the show, but it would be a lot easier to do, that's for sure.
Yeah, and see, and that's why I asked, man, because I mean your pieces are always so involved. I mean, I don't know how many pieces you have on this one for this show.
Like how many parts does it break down into?
Yeah.
Over 20 at least.
Over 20.
Yeah.
So you got that, and then you're trying to put together this massive show. It's wild, man. I mean, and usually you're really good about keeping it, kind of hush, and then usually a week or two before, that's when it's like gangbusters, and it's just from there on out, man. I can only imagine. This one
just took off. This one was like, this is the fourth online show that I've curated, and this is the first one where things just went gangbusters. Like it just went out of control. I just kind of let go of the reins, and it just took off. Like I made a couple of teaser posters. And then everyone just started making teaser posters, and it was just so fucking amazing. Like there's like over 65 teaser posters, I think, that went out. The most promoted show
ever. Wow.
I believe it, man.
Yeah, it was amazing. And see, everyone really got into it, and all the humor, and it was just so much fun. Like the camaraderie and the community feeling was just it was just so amazing. It was so incredible.
Nice.
That being said, everybody being involved in it, being together, you guys mind if I end up pulling Kajiki and Tone in at the same time here? We'll have a big old orgy party, a bunch of us just gang banging all over each other?
Yeah, bring them in.
Dope, I love it. So Tone, I'm sending that off to you. Kajiki, I'm sending that off to you. There's gonna be like 5 of us in here. Who the hell knows who's gonna be talking at any point? Lab Monkey, I also have to ask you, are you in a garage or your basement? And also, how much time do you end up spending outside of the comfort zone of your home if you're there?
I did see some daylight today. I went out for a little walk I got some cookies because I was like hungry. I was like, I got to eat some cookies before,
Because that's fuel. A couple cookies are fuel.
Yeah.
Kajiki Toyz, what is going on, man? The hair looks fresh.
What's up, babies? How we doing tonight?
What's up, you Aaron Rodgers looking?
Discount double check.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, dude? Oh, look at Tone with the mask.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Tone, were you wearing that mask behind the camera the entire time during the IG live earlier?
The entire time. And these fucking awful teeth. I can't even talk.
I love your little gloves. Your gloves are sweet.
Yeah.
So right?
This fucking thing was from the dollar store, man. I just happened to cross it. I was like, yep, this is my mask. This is what
you got to sneak up on your wife tonight on that.
It's a dress-up kit.
A dress-up kit. You know what, though? A friend of mine one time just bought one of those Walmart stuffed animals and just cut the hands off that and did the exact same thing. Just cut the face off of it, just put a string around it. It was like, yep, it works, man. That's the same thing. So Tone, you just did the IG live there with Lab Monkey number 9. Give us a rundown, man. What is it like sitting there trying to catch all those pieces on your phone while you're trying to also interview and talk?
Dude, I can't even. There's no time. You're trying to prepare before the show. You got to make sure your post goes out, and then you're scrolling, feverishly scrolling through. Luckily, Lab Monkey gave us an hour between posting and going live.
So that helps. It helps.
Last time. The thing I was worried about, though, man, is it was so early. 6 p.m. is early. 6 p.m. Eastern, that's early, So I actually knocked off of work early today. So I had time to get my post loaded and then get in the chats, because there's chats beforehand, too. So me and Kajiki both were in all 3 of the chats, trying to keep things going. you're trying
It's a
to log
madhouse.
Wait, sorry, 3 separate chats for this event? Please explain that one. That is
Oh.
madness.
They only let you put like 20 people in a chat, right?
Yeah, so you had to do 3 groups. Yeah.
So there's 3 groups. The same thing with like Scraps and Apocalyptico is the same way. You have like, so you're bouncing between the different
And
chats.
I usually put Kajiki and Tone in all of them so that they can help me out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
yeah,
Because we're
Yeah.
not busy enough as it is.
yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Like Kajiki is like helping people with logos, and Tonto Tiger was finding people who wanted to come onto the live and do interviews. So so a big thanks to you guys. I'd be going crazy if it wasn't for you two.
Hey, and while you mentioned that,
Nice.
I should have fucking said it on the live and I didn't. But goddamn that map that Kajiki did. That thing awesome.
That was nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That thing badass.
There's
Thank
a lot
you.
of little blood drops to manage there. And that was
Yeah.
and trying to visually figure out where on the map certain cities and areas were, especially in the United States. It doesn't have the states broken out, having to do a lot of measuring there to try and get as close to the actual spot. But I thought that was a great idea. I had fun making that. So
Yeah.
It's a
It
great-
turned out really well.
Your scenery's it's so much different now that you're back home. You've got like, I see the tractor in the background. You're like tree Virginia, right?
there's a 4-wheeler tractor. I got deer blood on my slide now. I think I'm officially back.
Wow.
But I'm gonna be that guy, dude. You have a very large, spacious basement. The things you will be able to do with that. Whew.
Well, thank you. It's actually my parents, so I don't get to do that much. But I did get to set up my booth down here, my little workbench. So that's
Perfect.
Gotta look at the plus sides always, man. And Kajiki, you've got an army in front of you, dude. I didn't realize you had casted several of these. Do you mind
I have.
explaining what's going on
4
there?
It's Nuggets, the
Available.
return.
Well, last time Lab Monkey showed me up so hard with a million different toys, and I didn't get to show off anything, so I figured I had to come out swinging tonight. But yeah, I did a run of 4 of these. I've already sold 3, so if you want one, better grab it. And
Congratulations, man.
had to kind of represent myself a little better.
Hey, tell us about the movie, the B film that's characters from, for those that don't know.
Okay, well, first, it's not a B film.
Bullshit. B is for bullshit.
It is a piece of cinematic art.
Okay.
It's from this movie Subspecies. It was put out by Full Moon Features. It's direct to video.
You don't have to explain
parts.
it. Everybody's heard of that. Everybody knows.
I've got several copies. I've got I got it on VHS. I've got it on Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
Yeah, Laserdisc, video disc, even Betamax.
I've got
He's
it
got
on
the
the
whole.
video
Nice.
disc.
But yeah, this character Radu is one of my favorite top vampires in all of the movie history. Him and David from Lost Boys. Those two are my. Once they start getting sparkly and sexy, I kind of fall off of the vampire train. But
sure.
yeah, when this
That's where I hop right on personally. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
Team Edward.
I like
But,
how excited
yeah, so-
Combs got when you said Team Edward. He started throwing him flailing around.
So yeah, he's my favorite. And when this came up, it was kind of a no-brainer which way I was going to go with it. I just had to figure out what I could do. And after the move, I only moved like less than 2 months ago. So getting my stuff here, it showed up a week later than I was hoping, getting to be able to set up my workbench and have time to actually make something. That's why I went with the Nugget. Once again, out of my wheelhouse here. But I knew I could get that done with enough time to actually do something that I felt was worth it and have a completed piece in time for this. I really didn't want to skip this show simply because I had moved 2,000 miles across the country. So
yeah, but you're doing other stuff though too, man. You just had a drop right of those pumpkins. That was
yeah. These pumpkins,
right?
These things are
chunky.
Wicked
What's the
This
scale of
is
that? Of the nugget? Okay.
Also, he's curious on the scale. Oh, the hair! What is going on with the hair? Does the hair come off? Oh no, freaking way! Fuck right off.
The whole
okay.
nugget, you know, the normal nugget buddies workability here. So
that's awesome.
He's got the whole set. I've seen pictures. The fucker has the entire nugget set.
That's actually not me. That's my mom. She saved those things since
all these Baltar toys in here. That's my mom's. Those aren't mine.
I'm sure at one point I will inherit those, so they will be mine one day.
Tone, do you have your piece with you?
Yes, I do. And so this one, it got snatched up by, man, my video sucks, doesn't it? It got snatched up by Cave Dweller Toys, bootleg.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Cave Dweller came on as well. I forgot about him.
Nice.
He's easily forgotten. I forget about him all the time.
Oh,
wait, who are we talking about again?
Yeah, I don't know, some guy.
I forgot.
But yeah, so it's a Baltard head that I haven't used yet, except in scraps. And then of course I've got the mini head there. I'm
loving the mini head.
This is the first time I've used the sun gold arms, and the legs are the Rio Blast legs. The cape is some sort of fake leather with like felt backing, and you can't really see it, especially since my video is so awful. I'm just noticing how bad it is right now, grainy. But the paint is like kind of like a little bit of a color shift, like blue and purple.
I'm really glad you brought up the paint, man, because admittedly looking at your pictures earlier, I found like your washes on the wings were fucking gorgeous, the transitions on there. And then yeah, I was looking at those pants earlier trying to figure out what the heck you had done on them because they look nice and pearlescent and shifty, dude. Gorgeous.
I love this paint. I used this paint on the Maddie piece I did. It's Turbo Dork is what it's called. Didn't mean to run off on you, but
everyone runs off.
I want to plug it for those who haven't heard of it. Here's the orange that I use, but Turbo Dork, it's this. You got to get a good base underneath it, but the finish is great, and it takes like 7 coats for it to, pop.
Really pop, yeah.
But
the Turbo Dork was my nickname in high school.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then so the medallion is like a tiny Baltard head. I was gonna do, the gold and red, but the gold kind of clashed with the orange that I chose. I didn't really do my color palette. I didn't work through my color palette well enough. So I did it silver, but it's a tiny Baltard head as well. I think I shrunk this 6 times to get it that small.
Wow.
But you mentioned the wings, and painting these was like, I was up to 2 a.m. the other night trying to get the paint to look right. It took forever. So I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad you noticed it.
Oh, dude, it was good. It was sharp.
So yeah, and then the cape comes off, and then this whole thing comes apart. So you can. This would play with all the other figures I did. You could swap the arms. I use plates. I haven't gotten into the magnets yet, but yeah. So it was fun to make. I kind of was building it in my head for a while, and glad I got a chance to do it.
Awesome.
Nice. When you guys are working together, putting the show together, I mean, I'm sure you guys are talking probably on a daily basis. Are you also talking about your parts, or is that like secret? You're not talking about that with each other.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Okay.
Loud Monkey forbids it, and he will ban you from a show.
Hey, it's the way it is. Those are the rules, man. You play by the rules or get out.
Right?
He's strict but loving. At the same time, it's that tough love.
Yeah.
It's fun to keep the stuff a secret. I will say I may or may not have a couple guys that we show each other spoilers, but you're not supposed to show your piece. You gotta wait to drop.
It's kind of like he's like a dom, but a caregiver, right? He's like a caregiving dom. He's
you're
sharing too
daddy
much.
dom, and
the daddy dom, Lab 9.
He makes you feel loved and stern, firm hand. You know.
Yeah,
it's real blood
marks.
in, blood out.
Blood
you know
in,
what,
blood
man?
out. Jeez.
It's always a good product in the end, and I think that has a lot to do with it, man. Like, here's the rules. It's a secret, it's a show, and I think there's a lot into that buildup of the show that kind of makes nights like this a lot more special because you don't know what anybody's got. So
yeah, I think it helps, but it's very hard to hold back, and a lot of people, if you feel it, like the waiting to post is just like. It's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah.
For those of us who finished today, it's not that hard. Right?
That's true. If you finish early, you suffer the wait, and if you don't finish early, you suffer trying to getting done on time.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how many of you guys were painting like right up to the wire today, basically putting a sealant on there as you were taking your pictures?
Mine hasn't been sealed yet. I finished painting last night though. So today I took my pictures, but I worked today too. So it was like I was working till last night painting, and then I like to let my paint sit for like 3 days before I put the a varnish on it. So
3 days, homie.
I let it sit for 3 days. I read the directions. That's what the directions say.
I wait about 5 minutes.
Yeah, same. I don't even know if it's cured yet. Sometimes I'm like, fuck you. You're getting sealed, homie. You're gonna cure under that, and if you crack, dig it.
Yeah, I wait 3 days. I've heard that's what you're supposed to do, and I'm a habitual rule follower, so that's what I did.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. The part that's insane to me about hearing that is like, let's be honest. Most of us, when you're trying to get a piece painted and just done, you're worried about like dust and particulate and like bullshit getting stuck to it. And the longer it's sitting there, the more I'm picturing just like a random hair or like a random like debris landing on it. And then I'm gonna wipe it off with a microfiber cloth, and then I'm gonna spray it. How long do you leave it before you spray another coating? 3 days before the second coat of sealant? What is this?
I'm gonna get hate for this, but I brush paint everything. I don't spray anything, so everything's.
Oh yeah. But that's what I mean. When you're putting your sealant, though, because I brush, like, how are you waiting 3 days between sealant coats?
No. So the sealant is like 3 or 4 hours between coats, and I usually do 3, and that's brushed too, man. I do Liquitex. Lacquer, or forgot what it's called. I think it's lacquer.
Man. You're hurting my brain so fucking much right now. No. Come on. Nobody brushes their lacquer on, homie.
I do, and it's because I'm from Florida, and Lab Monkey gives me shit for this all the time. It's because I'm from.
They don't have
I
spray
brush my
paint cans
primer
in
on
Florida.
too. No, they do, but the humidity, it gets fucked up too easy. So
thank you. That makes sense now. Does it end up doing that weird fucking rippling thing where it just peels right off like a wet scab?
I started spraying like at first, and I ruined too much. So I started, I don't know. I have good luck with brush painting. So I just don't want to adjust it. And that's just my method, but I do 3 days. 3 days after I paint, I do my first coat of varnish. I always do gloss first, brushed on. And then 3 or 4 hours after that, I either go do a semi or a straight matte.
Dude, you have literally just like that's bumping the lamp hard, homie. I didn't realize that you were doing so much stupid extra steps in there. Like yeah.
It is stupid. It's not worth it at all. It's so not worth it.
I give a full day between a final coat and a top coat, but 3 days, I think. I mean, hey, it's a good cure. It's a good cure.
It says it right on here. It actually says 72 hours to like a week or something.
Yeah, it also says shake it for a minute, and I do this. Nobody follows the back of the can.
72
Mix
hours.
it with the brush.
72 hours to 2 weeks. That's what it says. So
Wow.
the rules say that.
Thank frig you're not doing 2 weeks, homie. You would never have anything ready for a show. You'd be like, well, this piece will be ready in 3 weeks when it's sealed.
I've done like 3 pieces all year, so I've got the time. That's how long my stuff takes.
Let's talk about the pieces for sale real quick. Kajiki, how many of those you got left? 1?
Actually, none now. I just sold another one while we've been talking. So,
attaboy.
It's
It's
nice.
a sellout. Tone, you're done, right? Yours is sold.
Mine sold.
Boom. Lab Monkey 9. I'm sure that first one sold, but you do have the pre-order going.
That's right. Yep.
Lazy, every one of you. Bunch of lazy asses over here. I tell you what, man. Dude, we got to keep it moving. Thank you guys for coming in. Crumb, if you had anything else, man? Lab 9, dude, this is always a pleasure to cover your shows, man. They are.
Thank you. Thank you for covering it.
Absolutely, man. They are top tier every single time. Kajiki, you look happy as a clam, dude. I am so glad to see that. Tone.
Thank you, brother.
Every time I look at my my tiger Vans, dude, I think of the old Tone Twisted Tiger.
Yeah, I got mine too, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you all for coming on, man. Very, very, very much appreciated.
Thanks for having me.
He's making it seem like it's easy. I gotta one at a time, each one of you guys. Like I'm literally in like an orgy right now where it's up to me to try and satisfy every human in the room, and I can't get to all you guys fast enough. Look how it boom. Look at that. Under 30 seconds. Typical of me. Typical of me.
Right on track, dude. We're right on time.
Gentlemen, I don't think we're right on time, dude. We told them we were gonna have like 20 minutes of banter to begin with, and we did not have 20 minutes of banter because you and I were fucking off on cloud 9 today, apparently. Dudes, thank you for hopping in.
We're ready to go.
Yeah,
seriously, dude. Seriously, thanks for dropping in. I know it's been, God, dude, they've been going for so long already, dude. They've been at just for tonight for almost 4 hours now. And then the lead up to that, dude, doing those crazy pieces and then having to organize that show on top of that. Just moderating the chat, dude. I was thinking about that. We will do a show one day, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we're gonna need at least probably 3 chats going because hopefully going to be a lot of people. And that's a whole nother facet to it, right, man? You gotta you do need kind of a moderator in there to kind of keep things going. So helping out, dude, something I never even thought of. People helping out with logos, people helping out with posting, all kinds of stuff, man. What a great idea. All right.
And speaking of moderators, yeah, man, admittedly, how often are we, like, we've even had some of the homies say, like, we should probably have a moderator for our chat sometimes because we miss what the heck's happening in the live chat. We miss some important information sometimes. And imagine if you had 70 artists. We usually have, like, what, 30 some to 40? Imagine having 70 artists all trying to make sure that everybody understands and sees things properly. I know even one trick before this was kind of like, hey, do you have a copy of the PNG of the Dias for Dracula? His was actually better than mine. I was like, yo, if anything, toss me the one you have because I need that if I've got to slap it on anybody else's for them. So yeah, man, it's a group effort. And you know what I always love? I love seeing how many people just bombard in their stories when it's happening, dude. It really is like a rollout of just the Instagram is just plastered with it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Once that 3 o'clock hit, Pacific time over here, man, the thread was just like one after another. Talking about needing a moderator for the chat, dude, for the first probably 10, 15 minutes of the show, my chat was stuck on Pocket Salsa's comment of Berea ramen is the best, which I don't agree with. It is good. But it was crazy. I missed probably 10 minutes of chat because I was looking at that one comment. Anyways, Lab 9, Kajiki, Tone, thank you again. Awesome show, dude. Glad to see Kajiki, dude. Man, I love that guy.
I don't want to weird everybody out, but honestly, like, I don't know what it is. The toy dudes are too hot, dude. Like, you toy dudes are too fucking hot.
That's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about. He just moved across country, and dude, and he's still cranking out pieces, dude. He said that he had this one piece here that he made some very, very detailed pieces we can see. But like I said, dude, those pumpkins came out like, I don't know, not even a week ago, maybe. So it's not like there's just one thing going on, which is cool to see, man. Tone, as always, 5.5 magic, dude. The 3 different size bolt hard heads, man, that's awesome. And then Lab 9, I mean, as per usual, dude, just freaking phenomenal. I mean, the detail on those things. And then he's like, yeah, I'll probably do a few of them. It's like, whew.
That piece really reminded me, and somebody in the chat will maybe know it because I'm not going to know the dude's name, and I want to say it's Playmates TMNT, but I'm picturing like the bandages, and he has a little rat on his shoulder, and then like it even looks almost kind of like Muckman, it just has that very Playmates feel to it, dude. I would even say like it had Ahimo vibes to it mixed with almost like Sycamil. I just liked it, dude. That was a good, all 3 of them had good fucking pieces. Kajiki took me off guard when he took the hair and the fucking body off of it, and also you got this weird little white skinned nugget basically, where it's almost like somebody just ripped all the gross crispy part off of a chicken McNugget.
But the paintwork on that. The paintwork on that was insane.
It was gorgeous, and that's what even caught me off guard when it was multiple pieces. Because originally I'm looking at it being like, fucking pain in the ass, painting that hair on that stupid white fucking nugget, and then you see him just, and you're like, oh, shh. Yeah, dude. Oh, this shit's cool. Like, I mean, think about this.
Oh, dude, yeah. Tone said Ellen did like 4,000% more than I did. Dude, there was so much detail in Tone's piece, dude. Those wings, and just you know what, maintaining that original Motu articulation. That's a tough one, dude. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to see them. Is your pictures all like?
It went so fucked up there for a second. Yeah, even I was kind of like, "What the hell are you doing, camera? Come on, dude! Like, I'm just standing still." I even waved at it for a moment, like, "Hey, I'm just right here. I'm just not moving. What up?" Fuck. Yeah, okay, also, you know what, guys? Okay. You guys are talking about this birria ramen story. Somebody the other day hit me with a picture of it. I think it was Slightly Adrift. Sent me a picture of it the other day, and I was like, "That looks great," but I have no idea what the fuck that is. And he was like, "You guys are always talking about it." I'm like, "B is always talking about it. I don't know what this birari ramen."
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Hey,
burrito tacos. I agree. I would much go the burrito taco route. I mean, you know, I got a little taco company, man, out of Vallejo that does work for us, dude. And I came across these guys through an employee, and they cater all of our lunches in this kind of local area. Now we got one up in Napa at Napa College next week, man. And the burrito tacos are going to be flowing, my friend. Looking forward to that. Anyways, that's that story.
I'm going to share screen right now. I'm going to punch over to Lab Monkey number 9's piece. We did just see it here, but I'm going to pull it up and actually look at it real fast. That's what we're just looking at. This is that lovely little
sucker. Look at those tabs. Are you
rats.
kidding me right now?
I don't even know what you're talking about. No clue what you're talking about. No, you know what Chrome has done recently that's genius? They've added this beautiful little drop-down arrow that shows you all your tabs. Thank you, Google Chrome. I don't know who decided that we needed to be able to have this drop-down for when we have this many fucking tabs open, but thank you. That is an ingenious idea. Because now I can actually go right over here and I can go, okay, well, where is Tone, right? And we can actually just go to Tone, Twisted Tiger. Boom, look at that. Thank you, Google Chrome, for updating that fucking bullshit. Dude, this piece here, I'm stoked he mentioned that he was having not that he was having a hard time getting, I'm not stoked he said that, but I'm glad that he pointed out that, like, yes, this took time, man. Because when I was looking at these wings earlier, that's a great paint app. That's that fucking lovely dork paint that he was talking about, Turbo Dork. Beautiful work.
Dude, you know what's crazy, man, is all the original sculpt that goes into some of these. It's I mean, you know, because we're talking about so many different things, dude. We're talking about resin casting, and then we're talking about original sculpt too, dude. Those are not the same. Those are not related in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean?
And you know what, man? Personally, I would say that, like, as somebody who enjoys painting, it's intimidating to me when I see that these guys whipped these up and put this level of craftsmanship in right up to the wire for an online show that was tonight, with no idea if it was going to necessarily sell or not. They went fucking hams, man. Not one person went half-ass on these. They all went hams.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, you know, these guys, you know, Tone and Kajiki and Lab 9, they're organizing a fantastic show on top of doing these pieces, dude, which is crazy. Where do you find the time? And we're just talking about those two things, dude. We haven't even talked about, like, your normal life, right? Like, you have a job that you go to and you have a family to take care of. And it's like, it's a lot, dude. It's a lot of stuff, but they all knocked it out of the park, dude.
Kajiki just did a move, and I promise you guys, when I moved down to Toronto, I didn't touch fucking toy content or post anything toy related or anything for almost a year, man. Yeah. So the fact that he moved and just fucking unpacked and had his stuff up and ready to go, this hair is great. I don't know, like, I'll be honest, I don't know if this comes on the original nugget or if that's a sculpt that he casted. Fucking love it, man. Great. And these little bloodstones, love it.
Very sick. Dylan Clement, Food's Alive. Let's make it happen. I'm down. Jazz Wizard, Choco Taco Solamente. I don't know what that is. But yes, Choco Tacos all day, twice on Sundays.
You know what? I'll be honest with you, man. As somebody who was a vegetarian for most of my life, when I discovered TVP, textured vegetable protein, I had my first taco when I was probably like 27 years old.
What about potato tacos? Do you eat those?
I've never had a potato taco.
Awesome, dude.
I grew up in a household where, for some reason, if let's say my mother was making spaghetti sauce Is there any sauce without meat in it? Well, no, you can't have spaghetti sauce without meat in it. You know one of your sons is a vegetarian, right?
Hey.
Fuck's
You
sake.
know, but dude, potato tacos are very good, dude. That's a kind of a standard out here, almost a lot of places. Some
I think
soul-free
he's-
things, also good.
So I just want to make sure I touch on it. Kazuki's saying that the hair is an original sculpt. So personally, dude, that thing was fucking cool, man. That was great. That was
Nice.
great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Tacos de papa.
So next on the list, dude, we got Dimension X. Dimension X is in here yet. I don't know if you saw his message in there. He wanted to pull in I think he wanted to pull in Bootleg Toy Co. I don't know if we can even do that.
Yeah. I didn't see the messages come in there. I'm glad you caught those messages. Was that in the chat there, or?
It was in the chat a little while ago. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's possible. I saw you kind of
problem.
working away there, so I thought you had caught it, but
No, sorry about that, man. I'll get the link over
No,
to
all
Bootleg Toy
good.
Co. right now too, though, and then that way we can pull Bootleg Toy Co. if he wants to come in with
yeah.
with Dimension X toys. And then I don't see Dimension X toys yet in the waiting room there, but we can pull
Okay.
some tabs in a second as well, and we can get that rolling, homie. Absolutely.
For sure.
Bootleg Toy
For
Co.
sure.
Send you an invite. We're so professional over here. Look at us. Look at us. We're just pros. Have our guests all ready to go for the time we're going. We definitely
Don't
didn't
jinx it.
sign in last minute. We totally didn't do any of that.
Jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Boom, boom. Oh, you know what I just did too? Opened up a program I shouldn't have opened at the bottom, because that's where my mouse click just went. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just put too many things, and And fun little fact for you folks at home there. Recently, like a fool, I closed the side of my computer because I was like, why do I have this open all the time? And now that I'm hearing my fan go nuts in there. I
Dimension
understand
X
why
Toy says
I
is
don't-
logging into Zoom now. I'm sorry, Dad, I didn't mean to cut you
Awesome.
off. Finish that.
No, you don't have to cut me off, dude. I'm literally babbling about bullshit over here. Hey, you know what I didn't really show off though recently? Because he mentioned Frankenstein was one of his favorite pieces. I want to show off this little LM9 piece as well, real quick.
Nice.
I don't know if people have actually really seen these guys here, and I think he's going to be reusing this body potentially. But a good old Frank head. I know we're doing Dracula tonight, but a good old Frank head on there.
Dude, that's probably so clacky, right on the at the head. You know it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
man.
it's good. You know what I will say about the
Beautiful.
LM9 pieces? They are sharp, man. And I'm even noticing okay, so earlier we were talking about the Lab Monkey number 9 Angry Beast Magnetic Protocol. For anybody who's curious about that, personally, what I find is the easiest way to try and make sure that you're doing your magnets properly is get a stick, make sure you put the opposite polarity in either end of those sticks, write down which one is the appendage, write which one down is the body. That way, when you put your magnet stack on the end of that stick, it's going to go into the cavity, always on the right side, and you flip your stick over when you're doing the appendages, and now all those magnets are on the right side, and you never have to think about it. You literally grab your stick that says appendages, body, you pop your stack of magnets on there, and just... Otherwise, if you're always putting a stack of magnet the exact same polarity, always in every single hole, things aren't going to match up. But if you're always making sure that the head is like south polarity or the negative polarity, and the body is always going to be that positive polarity, it works. And then you're not thinking, because fuck thinking. The average brain can think of 7, give or take 2. That's our short-term memory. So basically you can store 7 things, give or take 2, depending on your brain at all times. Why hold on to that information if you can put it on a stick?
Hey, there it is. Visual,
That's,
right in front of you.
That's why my address is written right there, man. It's tattooed, plain and simple. I get lost, look at the stick, bring me home.
There you go. Hope you don't move, because that's going to be a tough cover-up, or you're just going to have to get another one. I don't have a piece to show tonight. I will show this. Goblin Mob shirt. Boom. Go get one. Hit his website up.
Dimension X Toys, what up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up,
How you guys doing?
man? How you doing, sir?
Hey, honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Dude, glad to have you on, dude. We have to have you on at another time when it's just you talking about your crazy pieces. Tonight, we're talking about making a mutant, man, and you are somewhat the ringleader of this thing. How many artists are in here now?
So this D is for Dracula with Lab Monkey. This time around, I think we had 17 people, 18 if you count Bastards of the Multiverse, who did the articulation for these figures. But we've had over 30, I think, over time. We started this maybe, I think it's been almost 2 years now. We've started this, and it's just sort of been like maybe once every month we'll do a set of figures. You know, it'll be like six people do a figure, you know, each person takes a different part. We just kind of randomly assign it and it kind of just gets shuffled. We choose different themes and they're all kind of original sculpts. And then somebody in the group will usually 3D print them.
Wow.
And yeah, it just sort of started as, you know, what inspired it in the first place was Lab Monkey, to be honest. I always say that I credit Lab Monkey and Angry Beast for doing like these collaborative art shows. I said it was kind of that, but it was like I got into digital stuff. Epoxy Crusader, who's also in the group, who's also done resin toys as well as digital stuff. He kind of pointed me in the right direction for at least getting started with some basic programs. Like I used to use Mesh Mixer or Tinkercad or some of these really basic CAD programs for starting to make toys. And from there, I mean, now we're kind of spoiled with like, if you got an iPad, you can get Nomad Sculpt or ZBrush. A lot of the guys in this group have done ZBrush for, you know, 15, 20 years. We got some very talented guys in this group. And yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of people and all the sculptors are based pretty much everywhere. I mean, we've got people all over the world.
The number of people that you have working on it, does that fluctuate from project to project? Or is there like a core of guys that you have that are always going to be kind of in that group? And then as the show comes along, you're kind of adding more people as you build up to that.
So we're always adding more people. It started with 7 people. The very first people I reached out to were people, it was just at the time, people that I followed that did digital sculpting. And I just sort of reached out to them and said, would you like to do a collaboration where we each sculpt a different part? And at the end, you know, nobody can see what the others are doing. You know, at the end, you bring it all together and you just see how it works out. And this one here was actually the very first one. Oops. I'm sorry for dropping my phone. This one here was actually the very first one that we did. It's a giant version of it.
Wow.
Of course you made a giant version of it. Why wouldn't you make a giant version of it?
Well, you can see the other giants here too. This is kind of like I started with 3D printing stuff. All these giant
man.
Your paint apps are underrated, dude.
Dude, that foot soldier. What?
That was the first one I did, was the foot soldier. But yeah, that's sort of, it was during the pandemic. I was bored and, you know, I got a 3D printer and just started messing around with stuff. A lot of people put these files online and that's sort of where it all kind of took off from. And, you know, obviously I'm a huge Turtles fan. So that was the entrance point. These are all actually Scott Henze sculpts, which honestly, one of my favorite sculptors. This is another thing I'm doing for 9 to 5 Warriors. This is actually another modern Scott Henze sculpt.
Damn, what the
his
fuck
major
is that?
eraser. So he's doing his own toy line. He's also in the group. He uses Nomad, and this is I think he showed this to his group. So I don't think I'm dropping anything I'm not supposed to, but I'm making giant versions for Designer Con for his major eraser. There he is there.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you credit too, dude. Like, are you using a filament printer still? Because your quality is stupid good if you are.
I use both. So if it's giant, I'm doing filament because it's easier, and I just put a 2-part epoxy on it to here, I'll show you. Basically, this you get it at Lowe's. It's just like the stuff you put on a bar. You put on a bar top.
Jeez,
Sorry,
Louise.
It's gonna be backwards.
Dude, that makes so much sense though, to just level out that whole section like a leveling gel, essentially, just like a perfect coating. Fuck, that's a game changer, I think, for anybody who's not doing that in their filament stuff right now, man. In order to start with basically a completely sealed resin piece at the end, gorgeous. If you don't mind, homie, I'm going to drag in Bootleg Toy Co. at the same time as well right now. We'll get both of you guys.
Yes, awesome.
Beauty. And then, dude, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but what would you say is currently one of the biggest challenges you guys have when you're working in such a large group of makers?
So occasionally we'll have issues where, say, somebody has something come up in their life and they can't finish their part in time. And luckily we've got a pretty good team of guys. More Horrific, he's based in Texas. He generally will always come through and be like, okay, somebody dropped out, I'll sculpt it tonight, whatever. And he'll just sculpt. He actually sculpted 3 parts in this round and that's a common thing but we have a pretty good team of guys. So somebody always usually kind of fills in or makes it happen when it comes to like a show like this. And Bootleg Toy Company was the actual, along with Bastards of the Multiverse that did the articulation, Bootleg Toy Company printed everything. And that's why I wanted to bring him on to show it, because I did not have time to print these.
Fair. And admittedly, I think we actually saw like a momentary glimpse of them on like the IG live there, but they also wanted to make sure they were focusing on Bootleg Toyco's pieces. We didn't quite get a chance to like dissect what was going on in those pieces there. Bootleg Toyco, what up?
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, man?
What's
Okay,
up,
so
man?
first of all, tonight you're being known as Zoom user, apparently, is what your name says. So that is Bootleg Toyco. What's up, man? How you been?
Oh, Zoom user here, just hanging out, chilling.
Little you know, I had the ability. I changed your name, and actually, Sir Dave, I'm actually going to change your name too. I'm in God mode over here apparently tonight. So we'll just do that. Boom. Dimension X Toys, Bootleg Toyco. There you guys go. All set to go. Gentlemen,
thanks.
Bootleg Toyco, man, you're actually a little bit newer to the scene, I suppose. How did you end up sliding into this making a mutant jazz?
So actually, Dave here at Dimension X hit me up and told me about the making a mutant. I had been following them, but yeah, I was honored to be a part of the team. So yeah.
I dig
Good
it, man.
answer.
And to be honest with you, dude, I think you've actually kind of gotten some notoriety in the scene this past year as kind of being like the dude to come to if you need something designed or printed. How you feeling about that, man? Like, you feeling like an MVP, or you feeling like a washed up used genital wet rag?
All of the above.
All of the above? Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Sounds like a toy maker to me.
No, it's cool. I love it. Yeah, I'm always asked to do stuff, and then I sometimes get behind on other things, and I end up forgetting about stuff. And yeah, just with the run of life, you know, what's going on.
With you with you doing the printing, are you talking to each person that is sending you stuff and kind of working with everybody that's involved, or are they basically just saying, hey, this is it, just print this out?
So well, we get about a month or so to sculpt, and then since it's like for a show, we try to make it a week early. And Bastards of the Multiverse, we all send our pieces to Bastards of the Multiverse, and he ends up articulating them for us, and then gives them back to Dave, and he sends them to me, and I print them up, try my best to paint them.
I don't mean to be a goober. Maybe this is something like super novice. How is it with reworking any kind of like dimension or physics issues? Like, if somebody's doing something on a program and they send you those files to print, do you guys ever have to like rework any of that sculpt in order to print properly, or does it usually come pretty seamless at this point?
Pretty seamless. Bastards. So I'm going to show you a figure. This is one from Apocalyptico that I have printed. Let me see if I can flip my camera here. So this one here, he uses articulation similar to like TMNT. I'm trying to rip his head off here so I can show you. But if I take off the body part here, you can see there's a leg tree armature similar to a TMNT figure, right?
Fuck off.
And he has all this set up in Bastards of the Multiverse, has this all set up in ZBrush, where he has keys set up to cut the parts in half, have all the alignment pegs. And then he's got like the pegs on the arms, everything like that. Each person sculpted. We send all the parts to him. He'll take and set it all up. He's got it all set up where it's kind of plug and play, but there's always, you know, there could be issues if like the parts. This was sculpted by Rebel 3D in Spain. This is the Apocalyptico head.
Yeah.
Just kind of roughly painted. And then we have different legs, but you can see that it's pretty clever because this is hard plastic, and he's got it sort of designed so it can slide on like a key and then twist.
I'm trying not to be that guy, but dude, anybody who's casting, like, you've got to be getting one of these in your fucking hands. And like, come on, dude. It's like, I've never seen somebody using that key.
This is patented technology.
Good.
Here.
Good.
No, patent pending at least for Bastards of the Multiverse. But he developed this, and it's pretty genius. Yeah, because then you have a ball joint. Obviously, you have to adjust for friction. Right now, this is pretty loose, but when I put my glaze all over all this, it'll be a nice firm connection, you know, and it'll work just like a classic Ninja Turtle.
It.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude, Okay, so I'll be honest, man. It's something that I don't really talk about too often. I fucking hate hollow body figures. That right there is like blowing my dick in outer space, homie. I'm stoked on that. Because that's like the piece that things are missing. Things are kind of missing that right there. That's like a key component, in my opinion, that keeps things working nicely.
Same works for the head. Like you can just twist it on that piece there once I have the body sitting on there, right? But
that's tasty.
Yeah, it all clicks. It all clicks together, and then you can just take and turn it sideways and then twist it on normal. Let's see if I can make it work. Yeah, there we go. But that's a good example of what. So we all kind of base this. We use an armature, and I'll show you on my iPad here. Give me 1 second to pull it up. But this armature here, let me move it over to the side so you can actually see it. This was developed by one of our guys in Spain, Rebel 3D. I'm just going to bring it to a turntable view here. This is based on like, he wanted a body that was more sturdy for like when we sculpted, right? So like he based it off of General Trag from the Ninja Turtles.
Beauty.
So he wanted something that had like a real sturdy base. And so we use this as our armature because that makes it, at least you can go outside the lines, you know, but you're basically sculpting kind of in this stance. And it's going to be of like a front hanging head and the body's pretty bulky. And then you can see the digital renders of the ones that we did. I can show you. So these were all done, you know, and we try to do all of our digital coloring and then send everything.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So we have users that use, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I love being able to see, like, you've got the digital there, and then Bootleg's got the actual physicals there. It's so nice to actually see the exact translation over.
Yeah, this is just a Nomad that I'm showing you, but a lot of these guys use ZBrush. We got guys like Epoxy Crusaders uses Mesh Mixer. Like, there's even like pretty, I'm trying to think, like, there's super basic programs that are still used, and it all uses the same language. You're basically creating a 3D file, and you can send them all. In fact, More Horrific did the coloring on these. Some guys with ZBrush have trouble getting the colors to come through, but More Horrific went through and colored like some of this, like this arm here, this head. But we try to do color digital renders because it looks a lot better than just like a white sculpt.
Well, it helps
like
see the definitive features as well and what things are going to be.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, you can actually, in this program, you can make everything like a red clay if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You can make everything like look more like traditional clay when you're using it. But definitely, this to me is one of the easiest ones to learn if you're trying to get into digital. Would be Nomad on the iPad, but there's many different programs. There's Forger, there's ZBrush, there's Sculptress. There's lots of different programs that you can learn to sculpt in, but the guy that's made this app has done a phenomenal job. It's only like a $10 or $15 app, and it's literally beyond powerful. What you can do with it.
The fact that there's no like issues with like using different programs to pull in parts on the same sculpt, and it just understands to like import that piece. That's beautiful. If you don't mind, I'm gonna pull up. I'm just gonna big screen.
Yeah, let's pull up
for a second.
Let's pull up Bootleg Toyco and see if we can. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a nice big full. Now, Bootleg Toyco, you actually mentioned on the IG Live, you ended up doing an oil wash on this, and I did not know what the frick you meant by that, homie. Can you please explain what you meant by an oil wash?
So I basically just took oil paint and some paint thinner and mixed it together and squirted it on there, and then yeah, that's why you get these like black, where it's like black in there. So you have to like let it dry overnight, and then in the morning you just like rub it away, so you can go like really heavy.
I don't know if anybody else is using an oil paint, man. Oil paint takes so long to cure, and it hates typically responding to sealant. So I'm impressed that you decided to go that route, and it has a beautiful effect.
Yeah, I kind of did it. You know, it was my first time doing it. I didn't have any idea what I was doing, to be honest.
Fuck the world, you killed it.
But Yeah, they also it also reacts in black light. So I don't have one with me, but
It's UV reactive.
yes.
Is that the resin,
Nice.
or is that what you ended up putting a wash on it?
So I think it's both. I mean, I'm not necessarily sure what causes UV reaction, but if you hold it under a black light, it turns color.
I dig. All right,
Oh,
gentlemen.
dude, that's wild. That left arm.
I'm gonna pull both of you guys up, and you have about like 3 minutes now to try and give us a rundown of who did each piece on this sculpt.
Okay, give me 1 second. So the one he was just showing, the head was done by Epoxy Crusader. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up just the turntable here, and if
There
he
you
wants
go.
to show it, that head was
Nice.
done by Epoxy Crusader in Mexico City.
Nice.
The torso here was done by Manny Cartoon Studio in Miami.
Oh, awesome.
This shield was done by Rebel 3D in Spain. That gun was done by Rebel 3D in Spain. This arm was done by Polybox CG in Spain.
Dude, you're a boss at this. You're literally just like clicking segments. It's literally highlighting. You're like this.
That's awesome.
This was shoot. Let me look it up here.
That's
Nuke
gorgeous.
Tan. Okay, this was Zurich, Switzerland. Nuke Tan.
Wow.
He did this is pretty great with the let me bring back up the turntable. He's got like the stake going through the leg, like that's just
Yeah, no
brilliant
way.
with the vampire.
No way I would have caught that originally.
This right here was by Gabozeta.
No.
He's in Ecuador. And he's got like this little I guess it's like a frog vampire, like
Oh, it's a little quackula in there, man.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That is definitely a little quackula in there.
Yes. And
That's
this arm
awesome.
here was
Fuck off.
Defoot Toyz. It's actually two guys, Bruno and Daniel. They both are in Portugal, and they sculpted this arm. And if you haven't seen these guys' stuff, they do like Ninja Turtle, unmade stuff from the Archie comics. Like they're super talented sculptors. They mostly work in ZBrush, but this was actually done, I think, in Nomad. They told me they just started using Nomad, which is what I've been using for the last year or so. But yeah, that's the first one. And then we have, okay, so the staff stands right out. This is Sickmill. He was also in the show, also in Spain.
Yeah, I gotta say it's impressive that you guys have Sycamore on the team. I know that like you're all very, very established, good artists, but personally, I think Sycamore is a fly MF, man. So I'm stoked to see him on the team.
Yeah, he's great. I was actually shocked that he said yes. I just asked. I said, "Hey, would you like to do this?" I can't remember what he first described this as, but it was some game where you like pass something around and each person does something different, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Everybody does a different body part when you sculpt. And he messaged me back the next day and told me, no, it's this. And I was like, oh, okay. but
the gonorrhea
anyways,
game.
he's yeah, no, I hope not. But anyways, yeah, he's very talented. He does all this, sculpting and digital and resin pouring and mold making and everything with toys. So yeah.
And damn,
Very
bootleg
neat.
toy coat, man, as if you ended up printing that off in like a purpley pink there, like a bluey pink.
Oh, the colors he chose to print this in were absolutely spot on. Like they look great.
I'd been saving the resin for a while.
I dig it, dude. Gentlemen,
So what's the deal with so are these for sale? Are you making blanks for sale? What's the lowdown on that?
So this is kind of how it works as far as like when I started the group, I didn't want this to ever be anything more than just something for fun. But I basically said anybody in the group who wants to sell them can sell them. You know what I mean? Like that way you don't have to deal with like paying somebody else royalties or whatever. You know what I mean? If you participate in that round, you can sell these figures. If you're part of this group that made these, you can sell any of these figures. You have access to the files. And you can print and sell them. So that way there's never a discrepancy of like, oh, you owe me a royalty or whatever.
Yeah.
No, everybody in the group that made these figures has a right to sell these figures.
Nice. So just as long as someone's willing to print it, though they can sell it.
A lot of the guys do print and sell. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys do print and sell, and like we've even done some for like at cost for people. I mean, most of us are just doing this for fun. I mean, there's some guys that have sold some at conventions and stuff like that, and some have had some produced, and that's all fine and dandy. Like right now, this is mostly just like it's a very collaborative, like hearty, like group of guys that like we all kind of are interested in the toy scene, like the digital scene, like we're all kind of sharing different things in our group chat of like things we've made, and it's just sort of like a group of friends, really.
That's awesome, man. That is so sick.
Gentlemen, before we kick you out of here, is there anything that you wanted to quickly let us know?
I just want to finish. I want to finish going through these guys real quick. I'm thinking.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm so sorry, man.
No, you're good. So Wacko Nut, he's in Waterton, New York. He did this arm here. Let me see if I can get a better view of it. It's kind of like the blood splattered arm with like looks like he has the bite. I remember he sent me a text saying he had the bite marks, like right as this vampire is about to turn, he's got the vampire bite.
Nice.
This torso here, El 3 Day, Argentina. He's got like the Batman logo there.
I noticed that, man. That was a comical little tie-in.
That's sick.
I'm not sure what this
Mortal
logo
Kombat?
on the back is. Yeah, it might be. I'm not really sure.
Or is it a dinosaur? Power Rangers?
So I did this arm here. Let me go back to the regular turntable view here. I try. It's hard to see. I wish it would show up on the thing, but I put blood on his arm.
Yeah. Nice.
But I did like a bat thing, just like. So this was actually an arm. I had just resculpted. A lot of times we'll recycle stuff we've sculpted from. I was doing a figure for the Craftsman. What the heck is he did an MC Hammerhead bootleg, like a custom kit bash figure. And I did a digital recreation for him, and he offered it to his Patreon supporters. Anyways, that was a similar arm from I think it was like the second release of Hammerhead from Star Wars. How he kind of has that pose with his hands. That's what I used for this. But anyways, that was that, and more horrific. Once again, he did the head of this one. You can see how epic that design is there.
Mm-hmm.
He also did the both of these legs, and from what he was just telling me in the group chat, this was Manny Cartoon Studios' idea to do like this croc shoe, and he's got like the feet busting out, but more horrific in the sculpt.
Yeah,
and these were two. I think both of these people. I think we either double booked somebody that we accidentally signed them for 2 parts. But he went ahead and did both of these, more horrific. Like I said, once again, he's like a major team player. Anytime we have sculpts we got to knock out, somebody drops out, he always jumps in and takes care of it. So, like I said, it's a great group of guys. And we're not really, I mean, if you just send me a DM and you want to join or you want to try and sculpt and be part of one, I'm totally for it. Like, we generally don't say no to anybody. And yeah, we're like, always adding different artists. Some people jump in for a round. Once you're been in a round, you can keep participating as long as you want. You can step out and say, I got too much going on. I'll join the next one. Like, we have a lot of people like that are still in our group chat that, just sort of bystand while they've got stuff going on, and they'll occasionally jump back in and do a round.
Again, if you've ever been to an orgy, you guys know how it goes. I love it.
Yes.
Dude, the printed versions of those look really, really good, man. The head of that guy that we just talked about, man, when he showed that looks so sick.
So is
nice,
like still in here?
2, yeah. And you guys have 2 full figures, and then you've also got the little mini buddies as well, man.
Oh yeah, shoot. I need to show those. Okay, real quick. Tad Zombie, Mexico City. He did this bat here. This was Bootleg Toy Company right here. With the little casket, and then Left Hand Freak. I think his name is Dylan. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. He did this little bat figure. But yeah, a lot of times if we don't have enough people for a whole nother figure, we'll just be like, do a little buddy or a weapon. You know what I mean? So Stick Mill did the weapon this time, and then Rebel 3D in Spain did that set of weapons there with the classic like pirate style gun. I didn't really talk much about him, but he's been in the group since the very beginning. Rebel 3D in Spain, he did this gun here, and also the shield. And if you looked at that original mutant that I showed you, he did these weapons also. This like meatball gun with like eyeballs and stuff coming out of it.
No, that's sick.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been an Epoxy Crusader did this head here. Another guy in California did this. More horrific once again was one of the original guys. He did this. I think Chile. I got to think of it. Iguana Figures. He did this. That was the arm that I did on the side there. And Bastards of the Multiverse was part of the original team also that did this arm. But yeah, it's been a lot. We've met a lot of different people. We're always adding people. You know, people want to join in and try it out. Send me a DM. And
that's awesome.
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely
thank you for having us on.
No, thank you for coming on, man. Is there anything else you want to get out of the way before I boot you out of here?
No, you're good, man. I appreciate y'all giving us the time, and thanks for the show. Awesome pieces by everybody. I was looking at them. I was like, wow, this show really knocked it out of the park. Like, really killer work. Hemo Adventures, I think, was my favorite because I'm a Turtles fan, obviously.
Yeah. He always kills it, man. All right, dude, I'm going to boot you out of here. And Bootleg Toyco, I'm going to force you for a quick second to show us that little coffin you just popped open a second ago as well, because that thing was fucking rad as hell, and I don't think we spent enough time on that for a moment.
Oh, let me turn the camera around real quick. This little guy.
Yeah. Oh, it, dude.
Oh, shit.
That was rad as hell, man. That is a good little... Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
And then last thing while we have you on here as well, man. The quilted insides, dude. Fuck yeah.
Dude, the logo on the back and Dracula across the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good, man.
And then do you have your personal piece handy as well?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Show it to us.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Here's a little Bloody Mary martini.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that you actually made the little blood like an actual insert for the cup, man. Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're gonna stake
these things
are
so fragile, so I had to make it separate because I know they're gonna end up breaking.
Damn, dude. So you're doing your own piece and printing all that other stuff. You had these. Now you made a few of these, right?
Yep, I got 3 of them.
Nice, okay.
Boom. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like the minimalistic paint on those, it looks like it'd be a pain in the ass, man. That's tight, and you did a killer job, dude.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I did a little spray paint and then did a few details. There's some little crosses all over his pants, and you can't see them. I did not want to risk it and try to paint white all over them.
No, but you can see them raising up. Was that on the print, man?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
That was actually like in the print file, though, to be like raised up like that?
Yeah, I had this little test piece, so there's I almost painted them white, but it was just too intense. So I did not continue.
Homie,
nice.
We appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna boot you the heck out of here, Bootleg Toyco, man. It was been an absolute pleasure. Is there anything you want to get out before I do, though?
No, I think.
He said no.
I was gonna say hit him up for prints, dude. I think the making a mutant figure, that is sick, dude. I hope somebody's printing those. That would be awesome. That rub that he put on there, the oil rub, that's wild. Never heard of that, but that really brought out some detail, dude. That was sick.
Who the fuck picks oil paint on a resin figure? Worked out great, but who the? Oh, gee.
Dude, and he was naming off. Dave was naming off, where everybody was from, dude. Talk about, I mean, that's a worldwide deal. You know what I mean? Talk about having a piece that has some stories to it. I mean, you could go. Yeah, I mean, dude, Sycamore doing that staff, dude. Sycamore's work is sick, dude. I do not have any of his work, man, but I need to get some. It's really, really dope. That was dope, man. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Tony, for coming in. Sick, man. Really, really cool work. You talk about organizing something. Man, That's a lot of work, man. You know what I mean? Congrats to all those artists, dude, that were in there. That thing came out sick. Really did.
Your mom's sick. Hey, I'm going to quickly do a quick little show of the wheel. So anybody who hasn't seen the wheel, please chime in, get in on that chat. Let me know that you're in here. Currently, we have Street Fight, SPDX, Pocket Salsa, Porpoise, Burial Boba, Jazz Wizard, Dre Zays, King Dingus, Carolina Coolcat, Suki, Von Fake Name, Slightly Adrift, Lindsay Ratboy, Mr. Ordinary, Daniel Antil, DTO Key, Fletcher Sandvik, Dylan Clement, Zamiko, 8-Bit Mike, Kajiki Toys, Tono Tiger, Strafe 7, Bootleg Toyco, Terrible Toy Works, Retro Zone Neon, Dimension Toys X, Bootleg Austin, Toys on Tap, Xbox Crusader, Burial Boba, Recycle Galaxy, Skilled One, Welly, Redgrew, Uncle Spank, Johnny Marbles. I think I've got Burial Boba on there twice. Yes, I do. If anybody did not hear your name, see your name, please chime in. And then we're going to hop into tabs in a quick moment here. So that's why I want anybody who does not see your name on here to make sure you chime in while we pull up some tabs so that way we can get right into giveaways and start tossing out shit into the aether for you guys. Headed to bed, tacky. Nice seeing you, Pocket Salsa. I'll come give you a little kiss on the forehead in a little moment there, Pookie Bear. Alrighty. B?
Yes, sir.
In the zone.
Yes, I am. What are we giving away right now? That's the question. You know what I was doing, dude? I was actually looking at my our post that we did for the giveaways, and I can't remember how many we said we were giving away, dude, honestly. What are we doing? Yeah, no, I got them all. Healy Made, Ordinary Toys, Plastic Vomit. Boom. Cool. What are we starting off with? Let's start off with the Healy Made, dude. Why not? Boom. Healy Made Trooper, black and white, 3.75 scale. This came out, oh man, what would you say, Crumbs? A month ago? Something like that? Maybe a little bit longer. But I do have the bag for it, the Healy Made bag that came with it too, unopened. So that'll be going to whoever the wheel determines here shortly. Eddie said resin bud, please. Yeah, no whammies, right? Oh, speaking of no whammies, Kajiki. That's a separate conversation. Dope. How long ago do you think this came out? Month? What was it, a month ago? 2 months ago?
Oh, probably almost closer to 2, man. You know what?
Yeah,
the last month and a half has flown right freaking by, man. It's really easy to think like October has just been this math month. But when you actually do like 6 weeks, it's been like 6 weeks, maybe 8.
Yeah. Just to wrap up, Bootleg Toyco and Dimension X, thank you guys for your time coming on, man. I know it's probably been a super busy, but you talk about busy weeks and months, dude, recently, those guys. That's a lot. But anyways, thanks for coming on, man. We know it's always a busy time. So thank you. Very, very sick work. Of course, like you said, dude, Bootleg Toyco, man, you talk about 3D printing. That's your man right there. Healy Made Trooper coming up to somebody.
And Folklorian, I just add you on the wheel. Resin Blood, I just add you on the wheel. Those are the 2 newest ones that I needed. Yep, Folklorian's on the wheel now. So, if anybody else has not chimed in at this point, the last 2 that we've added are going to be Resin Blood and Folklorian. Those are the only 2 I've caught that I've mentioned they weren't on the wheel. Otherwise, I believe Kajiki, you should be up on here. Beautiful. And Street Fight SPDX, I believe you should be on here as well. Yes, you are. Right up at the top there, good sir. Dre Zays is in there as well. Yes, you are. All right, homies, we're going to give this a little spin for that Healy Made. I kind of wish we had a Halloween wheel for today. I was thinking about that. I was like, why don't we have a fucking Halloween colored wheel?
Yeah.
Dylan Clement. Death and Strawberries. My apologies, my dude. I will get you in there. I apologize. Dylan Clement.
Dylan Clement. He is the Healy Made Trooper. Dylan, I do have your address. You have won previously, my friend. Congratulations. Boom.
Boom.
All right.
Hey, dude. You ready?
Oh.
Yeah, pretty freaking much, man. That's pretty freaking much. Yeah. I think it's going to be a sprint now. We're going to sprint going forward.
Woo! We got a lot to look at. It's going to be super sick. Yeah, man. I am ready. Let's dive. Whenever you're ready. Are these in any particular order? Let me ask you that.
They're alphabetized. So typically I try and reverse it every show. This case here, it seems like LM9 had actually organized the tabs, like the list in alphabetical. Typically what I'll do is I'll alphabetize it anyways, and then every show I like to try and reverse it so that way Zymet Co is not always at the fucking end of the show. You know?
Nice. Sam's Reptile Shack, what's up, bro?
Sam's Reptile, I will add you into the wheel right now as we're getting that going. But friggin' man, I was surprised. One Trick Pony actually had a couple of different things come up this time around, and they were not necessarily things that I would normally see him drop. We would normally see him, of course, doing, well, anything. I don't want to say one, like, Swamp Things, because, of course, there's been times he's done not Swamp Things. But these, I've never seen him cast these figures before.
Me neither, man. Those are sick. And you're right, dude. I've never seen those either. Those are some tag team championships of the Underworld Championship Wrestling League. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
But again, like I admittedly, I've never seen him cast those figures. I find that interesting when you see a maker cast something brand new for a show.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, well, damn, dude, you had to make a mold for that. You had to cast that up and whip that up. This might be one of my favorite swamps in a long ass fucking time. Man.
Oh, man.
Something about that all red, dude. And I think the only time I've seen an all red like this one here would have been almost 2.5 years ago. He did like an all red for somebody for a drop.
All red pieces, dude. I don't have many. I haven't seen an all red swampy like that. That's very, very nice, dude. Love that. Look at this guy.
I know. Taking a little bath. Mega Dracula.
And dude, and this is what I'm talking about, dude. When we talk about someone's got a style, like obviously you can tell from a million miles away that's 8-bit Mike, right? But it's dope, dude. It's just like, yeah, of course that's what it would be, right? When you think about it, if you're staying true to it, that's what it would be, dude. Look how good that is.
I love it, man. It was great to see it in the bath, and admittedly, knowing that LM9 loves the Mego pieces, it was kind of nice to see that little nod in there.
Yeah.
Oh, 8-bit Mike, dude, always killing it, homie. Lovely to see.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, this is some old LM9 that he brought up earlier, and this is one of those things where you're like, fuck you, LM9, release these again. Give us more of these, please. We all need to have like 10 billion of these in our homes, please. Thank you.
I'm extremely jealous of that piece, dude.
Aaron J. Craig. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of refreshing on pages here tonight because, of course, I uploaded a little bit before people were posting. And there's probably going to be things that I'm not catching. So if you guys see it in the chat, please feel free to let me know that I'm an idiot and I'm missing things, and we will try and get on over there. Mego Crumbs. Mego, thank you. I'm not going to lie. Dre is for something I read your comment, and I was like, Mego comes. Mego. And I was like, no, Mega. And then, yeah, it slowly over time seeped into my brain. Aaron J. Craig, brand new blood flavor, a new piece for the Dazed Dracula online art show featuring 6+ artists. And we've talked about this before, man. It's nice when we actually have a variety of artists. This looks like it's going to be a print. Where's the canvas? A print?
I don't know. I like that though, man. Good looking art there.
That's what she said. No, that's great. Aaron J. Craig, beauty piece. Acid. Nice. Yeah, sorry guys, if we seem rude at all, it's really just that we're trying to make sure we get all of them in there. Acid Ma. Mixed media.
Man, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Dude.
You imagine cutting your tongue on your tooth all the fucking time?
Man. You know what, dude? And see how the mouth is real like that? There's just something very uncomfortable about that chipped front tooth, right? I'm just like, that and it makes my tooth hurt a little bit. But I do like the gold fangs, though. That's sick. That's a sick piece, dude. Like, like you said, mixed media for sure. No kidding.
And again, dude, me and LM9 were talking about it actually when we went for like a little hangout a little while back. I love that when he does his online art shows, there's more than just toys. There's a lot of time that there's actually toy makers in the scene who like they do not want to be doing backers or any kind of like header art. And I think it's great if those kind of artists can collaborate with these kind of artists. Same as Lyndon the Rat Boy and Bootleg Toy Co. I love how much those guys collaborate, man. Angry Beast, this was fucking dope. You know what I love about the Angry Beast, man? Is he acknowledges he's absolutely a mixed media artist. He does a lot of fabric goods. This pocket was fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
That was good, man.
Yeah, that was good. Real good.
And then I get excited when I see new pieces being cast up by makers. Oh, sold. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, our soul. Sorry.
Well, it's like as well it should be, right? I mean, that's a sick piece, dude. I mean,
Please tell me you're seeing that shirt there, the Team Edward. Like, is that off of like a little
Oh, yeah.
wristband? Like, where the hell did you get a Team Edward that small, my G?
That's funny. And you know what you were saying, dude? You were talking about that, kind of the variety in, there's so much variety, not only variety of like the mediums that are used, right? But then also with Dracula, just like Lab 9 was saying, you could get a bunch of different versions of Dracula too. And I think that's what we're seeing so far, which is, I mean, it's sick, dude. Look at those. I love those pants, dude. That kind of glittery brown. What is that?
It's probably glitter and brown casted, maybe. But I think those are Rick's legs. Like, I think that's his Rick legs. Is it not? Am I crazy? Are those not Rick's legs? You know what? I think those are Rick's legs.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, Craig's. There we go. There's no reason that I should fucking know the difference between these characters. But anyways, yeah, they're Craig's boots. They're Craig's pants.
There you go.
No, they are Rick's. Rick's got the same pants too. The thing that caught me off guard, admittedly, was that I want to say it's a new head, but I think Angry Beast has used this head like a long time ago, potentially. So either it's like we're seeing a head that he hasn't used in a while, or we're seeing a brand new head, but I'm not sure.
That's sick.
There you go, Boba. Oh, might have to do a little.
Oh no,
fuck, man. There we go. Emerging from a black hole, far, far away comes with ninja-like skill. I'm not going to try and read that. I'm not good.
Yeah.
This intergalactic blood-sucking tractor blends into shadows, lurking and stalking its next victim, scouting ahead from one star. I love Stargate. To the next, this being is always on the hunt for fluids of. Me too. To sustain its insatiable hunger. That's why I go through Stargates too. Dude.
That's dope, man. Dude, great backer.
That's what I was just saying. I don't think And the paint app. You know what, dude? Burial Boba's always coming in strong in that paint app, man.
Yeah, dude. And you know what, dude? When you look at his like body of work, right? You're like, wow, that's a huge figure for Burial Boba to be painting, and it's probably 3.75. Oh yeah, dude. Glios. Or no. It's not
Hollow. Hollow body?
That's what it looks like.
Magnet head.
Oh, magnetic. Yeah.
For head swappies. Magnetic arms.
Oh, magnetic arms too. Okay. Yeah, man, that painting's smooth.
That head is fucking jokes, man.
Yeah. And dude, and look, man, he was probably putting in work too. He just came off that Furby show, and that was just last week. You know what I mean?
Yep. Anybody who's doing the back-to-backers for sure.
Yeah.
T, have a great evening, man. Thank you again for coming in, and definitely rest up, man. Any of you who have been just going, please remember that like recharging is important. And as much as like you have maybe productivity guilt or like hyper vigilance on wanting to like be on top of doing everything right now, like rest up, dudes. Please, everybody, make sure you rest up. We're getting to winter. Moods are dropping. Rest up, dudes. Humor in the jugular vein. Bliss Receptor. I get so happy when I see Bliss Receptor drop some fucking pieces, man.
Me too, man. He did too. He did this one, and then there's the previous post is
this was
super
insane.
sick one. Oh
I know.
my god, dude, this guy.
Gorgeous piece, man. Beautiful colors. I love every time that he does any kind of like wire work like this, it always ends up fucking accentuating the figure, dude.
Absolutely, dude. And the way that she's just kind of floating there too, man. And it posted up on that rod like that, dude. And and look how clever that is, dude, to put the rod from the top of the back to the top of the gravestone so you don't see it at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy.
No, he did a great piece, man. I'm really liking the base in general. I don't know what the heck this material is, but I want to touch it.
Yeah, dang, dude. Like the more you look at that, you see like the little things. Like I just saw that little skull in there. Oh man, that's bad.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
I like all these little flowers.
Mm.
And a small part of me is hoping that these are just a bunch of eyelashes. I know it's not, but a small part of me is like, please just be a pile of fake eyelashes. That'd be fucking disgusting and weird. Oh, Bliss Receptor, dude. Gorgeous work, homie. And especially when you see, like, the reference material. Boom.
Yeah.
Some of the best
Yeah.
custom work and kit bashes that we see, man. And this
Yeah,
is
no
really
kidding.
silver.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Bliss Recept.
God bless.
Killed it. So Bootleg Toyco, we got a couple to look at. This I thought was absolutely phenomenal, man. You kind of called it. The paint app on this, the detailing and the sculpt on this, absolutely insane. Beautiful figure. Loved all the details for the quilting inside to the wood on the front. Killed it, man. And then coming up with these bad boys at the same time. Come on.
Yeah, dude, doing multiple things, you know, and that's like I said, dude, and this is all, you know, stuff that people are supposed to be doing in their spare time. It's like, dude, how do you do this and live your life on top of that? But those are sick too, man.
Well, that's just it. Like, where are you guys finding all the time?
Well, and the idea behind this too, right? Like a Bloody Mary, right? And a steak on a steak.
The steak with a steak was fucking genius, man. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I loved in that Making a Mutant, dude, is that stake through the kneecap. That head.
I would have
dope,
never
dude.
caught that. I would have never caught the knee if we wouldn't have been looking at the actual Nomad sculpt, man. The moment we looked at the Nomad sculpt, and all of a sudden he like highlighted it, and you see this up here going down into the foot. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. And then you look at the figure close up, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Man. Sick.
And this is what I think is amazing, man. Group 1, DS for Dracula, head, right arm, left arm, torso, right leg, left leg, weapons, right? It's like they've literally divided it up into like the little buddies. It's a complete team effort, man.
Well, and you know what, dude? Honestly, me and her were trying to figure out, like, man, how do you divide one piece up into that many? I didn't realize that there was 2 pieces, equally
and little minions.
Yeah, exactly. Shh. Cave Dweller.
Cave Dweller toys, and Cave Dweller was actually on here this evening. He was fucking hilarious, man. I don't know if you were catching some of the live, but he was fucking hilarious. He was on the ball this evening, dude.
Dude, that's cool. So that's all original sculpt.
All original sculpt on this piece, yeah.
With doll eyes, yeah.
Barry
figures, Mexican chalk statues, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and he even mentioned he like put a little base on there, and I think Yellow 9 laughed about it as well. Was on that live where he was like, maybe like life sucks, or and it was kind of like, yeah, that would definitely kind of push this piece a little bit more, man. 45
he
USD
says,
shipping included.
And he says they're sculpted in wax, cast in resin, and then painted with the vinyl Wonder paint from Wonder Goblin. Dope, man. That's that's another going from wax to casting in resin. That's dope. Crybaby Dracula.
Yeah. Crybaby Drac. So again, Mexican chalk statues, pretty much any ugly cute doll from the 70s.
Cinema Wraith. Oh wow, dude, what?
I gotta do a stop share for 1 second, man, because I'm like 8 cups of coffee in. So why don't you show the people what the toys they're gonna get in a giveaway in a moment?
I will do that. Let's take a look at the next one. We'll save that one. We'll do 2 of these, I guess. From Plastic Vomit, Crystal Clear Han Solo, and then Prototype Trooper. Plastic Vomit Customs, if you are not familiar with them, lots of 3.75 work. Always really nice work. Really, really clean. Paint apps are super, super nice. Is a husband and wife team, Jason and Nicole. Nicole has My Little Fluffle. Follow that account if you're not following that one. But Plastic Vomit, they used to be Nerf Herders Customs back in the day. That happened a while ago, but lots of Star Wars stuff, lots of custom stuff, really reasonable pricing. They're out there in the Midwest, I believe, in Ohio, I want to say. But really good work, man. Excited to get their work out there. They sent a box full of stuff at one point, and we're still in the process of giving it out. So
gorgeous work, very nice people, very talented people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks for covering that, man. Sorry about that little gap there.
No, all good. Kajiki, thanks for coming in, my dude. Phenomenal piece, phenomenal work, phenomenal map. The dude has been busy, man. Rest up. I think everybody's gonna enjoy this little break, dude. Honestly, if there is a break, like, I mean, I know we got some more shows coming up before the end of the year, but for Pete's sake, everybody rest up.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I can't stress that enough. Like everybody, like be cautious, right? Like winter. I know it sounds so stupid. Winter's coming, and it does play a big factor on a lot of folks. We're already kind of seeing it kind of take its toll on some of the folks. Just guys, mental health comes before everything else. Family comes before everything else. Real life comes before everything else. That being said, Cinema Wraith. I think this is one of our first times actually seeing some Cinema Wraith. I don't know about you, but I'm not too familiar with them, man.
I am not either, but that is dope. That
Gorgeous.
Is dope. So what are we looking at here, man? Is this a 3D sculpt or a sculpt?
I think it's a sculpt. Personally,
that looks like a sculpt to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a sculpt. Literally sculpted it last night. Stayed up. Glad I was able to finish it. There you go.
Yeah. Shoot, man. The head on just the headshot that is sick, man. Really good work.
Gorgeous work. Dark Rainbow Toys.
This guy, this is what I'm talking about, man. Nightmare Fairy. Oh, okay. Does he show the carded one in there as well? Oh, it's up. Oh, my bad. It's the other picture. Look at that. How many pieces were in there all together?
I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Maybe a drop of 10. Maybe it did a 10 drop.
Man, dude.
Loose
Those
60
are
Australian, carded 80 Australian, glow in the dark 90 Australian.
Oh man, those are so good, dude. Oh, yowza. Dark Rainbow, man. Oh, everything is so good. Everything that dude does is so good. Oh my god, and those Nightmare Fairy. I mean,
well, that's what
great name. Those are so sick.
DM or comment if you want one before they go to the Dark Rainbow Clinic where you have to pay Etsy tax. Boom, there you go.
There you go, man.
In the middle of the night, bring you thoughts of uncertain futures. That is just life, homie. Anybody who sleeps without dreading uncertain futures of global warming, mortgages, chronic illness, and things you said that, yeah, that's how we sleep, dude.
Yeah, Street Fight, good comment, man. Said it looks like Mexican folk art style, which is, I would say, is consistent with a lot of his work. And it's sick, dude. It's so on point every freaking time. I don't know if anybody saw his stories, but he's got, remember that little like kind of dragon piece with the mantis arm that he had that came out of the scrap show? Dude, he's making more of those.
We could probably chill on this page all night, man. And that's what makes this all so hard when we're literally trying to do like these show ones is like you could spend all night probably looking at some of these pages, dude.
This dude killed it.
Yeah. Admittedly, Death and Strawberries has been sitting on this little duder body for a little bit, and like I was so stoked to see him bring it into use here, and I hope that he continues to use it for other things, man. He did a great job on these sculpts, and I love like the fun little fucking paint app on there, dude.
Yeah, multiple heads too. That's sick. And so that's all original sculpt?
Yeah, all original sculpt on these ones here, and then he did end up casting it though. So that's what I'm stoked about. I know that some of the makers do have a bit of a harder time pushing themselves to like mold and cast something. It's sick in my opinion that like now this is going to be a thing that he has in his portfolio, I suppose he can whip out.
Yeah, and you know what I keep seeing, dude, is the cape work from everybody too, man. I think capes add so much to a figure. I mean, naturally Dracula has a cape with it, but I mean, some people don't add capes to their stuff, man. I think that, and they're not easy, to make them look right.
Well, actually, that's what I was about to say. Like, I actually like the way he folded this cape in on itself to get that looks right. Like, you just literally nailed it, like to make it look right. And it's like, yeah, that's how that's sitting so nice and sharp on there. And then of course we pointed out, I don't know if they brought it up on the IG live because he actually ended up popping on the IG live as well. He did end up getting a like paper craft type coffin for it as well, man. Killer work.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what, dude, I'm really happy to see him coming out of his comfort zone this past year as well. I think that first little bit he was trying to kind of maybe find like where I don't know how to put it. I'm just glad to see him making more and being a little bit like coming into his groove this year.
Well, dude, and he is grinding away, dude. He sculpted all those pieces for the for the Furby show, which was just, you know, those pieces, I think they had to be turned in a little while ago, but still, he was still sculpting it, and then he busts, you know, the Dazed for Dracula piece out too, man. So I think those are probably both going on at the same time.
And the scraps show that was happening. So like he's really been going. Plus he's trying to get his shed all finished up so he can actually be working in there. Dimension X Toys. Boom.
Boom.
We're going to show it pretty quick because we did end up sitting with Dimension X Toys. If you guys aren't familiar, get the heck on over here. Look at this guy just holding this big giant fucking toys that are the size of a man's body. Or Dimension X Toys are actually the size of a toy. I think that might actually be the trick. He's been telling us all that he's man-sized, but he's actually toy-sized. Drawing down the moon. Boom.
That's sick.
Make sure to open this picture because I know that sometimes I fumble around knowing what's going on. This is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, that really is, dude. Yeah.
Gorgeous line work. And of course, makes sense, man.
Tattoo artist. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like, nice, man.
And I mean, that style is so clear, and like I said, like that line work, and even like, yeah, sharp.
Yeah,
juicy piece. Nice. Street Fight SPDX, man, a juicy piece. I like that, homie. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's sharp. That's from September 2nd, dude. That's not even the D for Dracula. Boom. What do you think of that shit?
Wow, dude. Oh my God.
That's gorgeous.
Whoa. Oh my God, dude. That is nuts.
All right, what do we got going on here? Is she holding a heart in her hands?
Wow, dude.
That's gorgeous.
That's good. Wait, what am I? Is that? What am I looking at? Is that wax? Or
I want to say it looks like epoxy sculpt of some kind, maybe a monster clay of some kind. Maybe they can.
That is so wild, man. Wow.
I said it before, I'll say it again. B-Man, I think we both dated this chick.
Oh, no doubt.
Dre. Thirst trap. Oh my goodness, homie. We're all thirsty in here. So they all float down here. They're all thirsty down here. We're toy boys. Dre killed it, man. Absolutely killed it. This is a fun one, dude. For anybody who's familiar with the Chud series, they'll see it. Boom. Humanoid underground Dracula. Nicely done, Dre, man. These are good, dude. Oof.
Love the glow.
I love the pour. Dude, riddle me this. Did you end up fucking resin dyeing your teeth, or did you paint those? Because I'm looking at like the little bit of gum here, which like maybe you just didn't go up as high. But a small part of me is wondering if you ended up pouring resin in the fucking teeth. And if you did, fuck you, sir. Because that's stupid. I'm hoping you painted those. I'm hoping you did not resin cast those. That's ridiculous. I love the hair on them, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gorgeous pour, homie. Imagine if your skin looked like that. Imagine if your dick looked like that. Anyways.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're right, though, man. Really, really good pour, dude. The kind of red undertones in some of those spots. Nice. Yeah.
That's gorgeous, too, man. Chud versus Dracula. Little Dracula one.
Painting with resin, he said. Nice.
Thanks. There is painting? Painting with resin. Gorgeous, man. Yeah, those are sharp as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this. Anyways, sorry, dudes. Dre's, gorgeous work, homie. Hemo.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to be a douchebag or anything, guys, but like, Hemo might be one of my mental favorite artists in the scene. Like, just on a mental, not touching in hand, not sniffing or licking, but just mentally to go to their page. This dude gives me boners, man. His organization and his rollout is just fucking spectacular.
Dude, the hands on that. That whole figure is insane, dude.
Dude, come on. This little mask here with the, like the heads.
Oh man.
That's hilarious too. Ooh, a little buddy.
Yeah.
A wee buddy.
Damn, that's good.
And I'm gonna be very quick about it, but the reason why I'm saying like Ahimo I think might be like one of my faves, dude, is because like the guy will literally do a drop and then 2 seconds later he'll start teasing to you a drop he's got coming and then it just drops. And so it's always rattling in my brain of like, how far ahead are you at all times?
Pretty far.
That's just it, man. Ahimo.
Yeah, it was a
oof. Okay, this looks at the D for Dracula. Pyrebug. A space probe crash lands in Transylvania. Entire villages are wiped out. The residents' bodies found and all their blood drained, looking shriveled like raisins with frozen faces of terror. As local law enforcement struggles to find out who or what did this, a ramshackle merchant ship is found adrift on the Black Sea and taken to port in Turkey. Its crew found it dead the same way. One day I'll learn how to read, everybody.
Damn, that's good too, man. That's another original sculpt. Look at that thing, dude. That is nuts.
What really defines a vampire? They really have to be humanoid and bat related. I want to push the challenge, the usual look of a vampire, but also fulfill most of the hallmarks of one. There are tons of bugs in the animal kingdom that suck blood, so I thought, why the hell not? I had this idea for a bat wolf insect hybrid for the longest time now. Yeah, me too. I always think about what the world would be like if there was just a random bat wolf insect hybrid. So it feels great to see it manifested. Agreed. Now,
That's
Kit
sick,
Back
man.
in full sculpt, man. This is nuts. You've got like a wasp with spikes with, like, the fuck is the head of this?
It's like I don't know what that is, dude. It looks crazy though.
I bet it comes from Australia. Whatever it really is. Take a shit and I want to just climb up the toilet up India.
Oh, that's crazy. I wonder what the scale of that is. I don't know if any of those pictures really show. It's for sale, $80.
There you go, 80 USD excluding shipping.
Nice.
Yeah, that's clean, man. Again, I can't tell if this is a really cleanly transitioned to kit bash or if this is like a full sculpt.
I bet it's a full sculpt, man.
I'm thinking maybe because like when we look at something like this, well,
oh, what the hell?
Like in my opinion, this could have easily have been part of this fucking D for Dracula too.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why.
That's so sick though. What?
You know that like weird thing where you see like pockmarked textures and it gives you the creeps? That thing was giving me like a weird texture creep. Beautiful.
Wow.
Gorgeous work, man. Fandiagrams. I wish it was fanny diagrams, but fandiagrams is cool. The time has come. Video one. Okay, so solo submission for the Dazed Dracula show. There we go. Normally a part of making a mutant crew. So video
nice.
2 is my sidekick group submission. This is their personal submission. Dope piece, man.
Nice.
It's crazy to me how some of these programs work. You can literally just click and drag in and be like, yeah, guys, check out my sculpt I did. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a perfect rendering of exactly like what I was doing in there.
Oh, that's sick.
Jesus. Those fucking wings, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Oddly, I kind of like this weird, like, saggy, I don't know, Cell from Dragon Ball Z ass. Beautiful. Graphic designer, artist, combat, infantry vet. Fan guy, Toyz, Tim. Only 579 followers.
Yeah, what the heck?
Homies. Get on over here.
Wow. Apocalyptico 2 was in there. Nice. F is for Frankenstein was in there.
Well, look at these little fuck dicks.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
How's that guy doing?
That's cool.
That is a smart way of printing a fucking bunch of pieces all at once. Anyways, sorry. Boom. Feigned. Sounds like rain. We'll never stop saying it. The mask.
I'm sure that sold. Yeah, I that sold right away.
Yeah, comment sold below. There you go.
Yeah, dude, check it out. It's 5.5 inches though, dude. That's crazy. It's a big dude.
We can't. I'm not doing it.
Nope. Damn.
He's a big dude and he's out for blood. Boom. Bane. The Mask of Dracula. This is cool, man. Ribbed for your pleasure.
The D is for Tobe. Yeah, no kidding. That's sick, man. Large scale, dude. I mean, yeah, you know what? I do have a 5.5 from him. I was gonna say a lot of the other stuff is more around 3.75 scale, but that's dope.
Brett stole it from me. This blew my mind. Ooh, damn, porpoise. Way to go, then. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, porpoise landed that. Nice.
Porpoise landed that. Yeah.
Right on, dude. Good grab.
This fucking weird ass hand is catching me down.
Interesting. Weird.
That's a probing hand. That
Very
is meant
faint.
for probing.
Yeah.
Very green plastic tunnels. He's been
I like
laying it
that.
more and more that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that cape too is really good. Speaking of capes.
That's me.
This guy.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Like I said, dude, first one I saw, I pulled up and I'm just like, come on now. And I told you, I said, I mean, come on. That's not even fair, dude. This guy, I mean, they're just exquisite every single time. Talk about cape work. Look at that cape work, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Soft goods in there with like a double collar. I don't even know what you call that. Shoulder pad collar combo. Look at that staff, dude. What about that dog in the first picture? And this guy, the Spectratron chest.
Always have to get that pumping, yep. But yeah, that dog. I don't know if he's got just a picture of just that dog. I think potentially, if I had to take a guess, he didn't hone in on the dog because I would imagine that I would be concerned personally if I was a maker as well. You never know how dog owners are going to respond to certain content, and this might not sit well with everybody. So it's a dope ass sculpt. I think it's absolutely phenomenal, but I'm wondering if that's why we don't have a close up of the dog.
Man,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know, man.
saying?
I think it's sick. Well, I don't know. I
It's
mean, that's
sick as
pretty
all
damn
hell.
close right there.
But that's the closest we get to seeing a nice good close up of that dog. And I'm just wondering if maybe that's why. Because it's gorgeous.
Go figure, man. God dang.
Think about that stupid little fucking putting that in there. Like, yeah, the eye dot's annoying, but imagine trying to get tightly in that stupid shit.
Yeah, dude, even the red around the lips, dude, that is like super, super. Look at that.
Oh, the teeth.
Yeah.
Those
Damn.
fucking stupid teeth. Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Frankenlander is something else, homie.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, this guy.
Oh, this guy. Oh, okay, wait a minute here. I don't know how I missed this stupid ass fucking head on the IG lot. Damn, I caught it all, but I don't know how this one in particular slid right under the radar earlier.
That is funny. Dude, Terrible Toy Works he's talking about the last piece from Frankenlander. He said it looks like he'd kick your ass while using impeccable grammar. That's a great description. Oh, that's good, man.
Porpoise, dude, your paint apps on this one are fucking stupid, dude. This transitional, like the brown to these tans to this gray, eat a fucking dick, sir.
Dude, and another version of a bat, dude. That's just another creepy looking one. Yeah, I saw that. That's that UV marble that he does. Damn, that's good.
Well, then I was talking to him earlier. He said these rocks, he actually kept his kidney stones. Each one of these big giant rocks are actually calcification kidney stones that Porpoise had to push out at one point in his life. And he decided that he was going to give you a piece of him. So you're getting a kidney stone with each one of these little bats. And the bats are actually like 17 inches in size. So imagine the size of these rocks.
Huge.
Well, General Porpoise is huge. I mean...
Oh man, that's dope.
Another
I did
artist,
not see this one.
Well, are you familiar with Gorilla Ghost? I'm not familiar with them, man.
Yeah, I am, and I didn't know. I think I saw them on the posters the first time that I saw that they were going to be in the show, but I hadn't seen anything. I didn't see the piece as I was scrolling through when they came out this afternoon. So that's a new one. That's dope, man. 5.5 scale. I'm guessing on that for sure.
Well, I don't want us to miss the fact there's a really nice bluey toxic green either pour or dry brushing happening on here that is nar. And the cape. You guys really went hams on the fucking fabric goods and like the mixed media this round and the paint apps and some solid sculpts. Like, guys.
Some chain in there on that one too. Nice.
You know what I think a small part of it is? I think if when LM9 asks you to be in a show, you understand how good LM9 is and you don't pull back. You go in all in. Guccism. There are so many artists I've never heard of in this show.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was talking to somebody about that earlier, man, where there's a lot of people in here that I just haven't heard of before. And dude, they all do great work, dude. I ended up following a ton of new people off of this show, which I think is really cool. More original sculpt.
Yeah. Check out this hashtag D's for Dracula to people, all the artist creation. This is a dope ass piece, man. Very Sesame Street for some reason. It's giving me like a bunch of Sesame Street vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one. Good one.
And then typically a graffiti artist.
Wow.
Creator, animator, graph writer. Like what an out of the norm. Like that's
out of
okay,
wow.
So
okay.
let's look at that for a second. They basically hop into LM9 shows, and otherwise they're off on their own path doing their own thing. Because here we got Apocalyptico 2, and I know we both looked at this piece.
Yep.
And otherwise, right back into graph.
Yeah.
LM9, man, great fucking put together for this show, homie. Also, Toronto, homie, Ontario, buddy, what are we talking about here? Green plastic tunnels.
Oh man, that one was dope.
I don't know why I refreshed. It was almost like I thought like I didn't have the right picture there, but yeah, obviously I did. It's got fangs and a brain. 35 each. Damn. Is he in a little boat?
Yes.
Because Dracula pulls up on the boat and all the rats. Literally like fucking Lab Monkey Never saying. Hilarious, man.
That's great, man.
Oh, and a little candle. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Bell. I think it's that little bell, yeah, that goes back and forth on there.
Oh my goodness. That's a goodie, dude. I have no shame in admitting it. I am intrigued and blown away by this kind of stuff that he does here. But it's this stuff that really speaks to me from Green Plastic Tunnels, man. Personally.
Yeah. Dude, the color choices.
This is intriguing to me because I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck molds that and casts that shit and gets clean stuff from it? That's always intriguing to me. But there's something about his pieces that do just speak a little differently to me.
Yeah.
Gutter creep. This piece was fucking fire too, man.
Yeah, dude.
I want to touch this piece so bad. This is one of those pieces you just want to feel it. I want to feel what this head feels like. I want to feel if it's squishy. I want to feel if it's kind of like soft. What are we talking about here? What is going on? Is it smooth? Is it velvety? What's going on here?
Velvety. It could be velvety.
There's something about that head. I can't figure out what it feels like. I just want to touch it.
Yeah. I wonder, what does that say on there? I was wondering if that was like do you think that's original sculpt? I wonder what the scale of that is.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's original sculpt, if it's
no, I don't think it is.
A base model with sculpt on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. 3D printed?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like this is where it's nice having the artists come in sometimes, like we were saying with LM9 doing the live earlier and Tone Twisted Tigers, because like it's nice to know what people were using or what they did necessarily, because I don't want to ever accidentally think something is like not as much skill as it actually was by being like, oh well, maybe it's just and then the other side of things is I never want to make it seem like I'm talking down to a particular style. So yes, I want to include everything, but I also like to know exactly what things are available now. These are good, man.
Those are sick. I do not have one of those. I bought one of those tonight, but that's a 3.75 that I did not have. I know my man Fletch has at least one of these, like a custom one, and it is super, super sick, dude. That is a mold that he does still use. You gotta I think you can get those like by special request, but what a great drop, dude, coming off that SWWF drop from last week. Same thing, man. It looks like orange and black, and then they glow that green color. So sick, dude. And I mean, you talk about never miss. This dude never misses. This dude is the surest shot in the game right here. Boom. Damn.
I know this isn't the D for Dracula piece, but man, I know he's been brewing these and he's gonna be dropping some, and like these are fire lately, man. He's been getting some great fucking pours on these. Here's his D for Dracula.
Dope, dude. I like it. And I like that it's a nice little painting.
Yep. Wow.
Dope, dude. Corey's a really good artist, dude. Like, besides the resin work aside, I mean, look at his Furby piece down there, dude. He ended up putting some original sculpt on there. That's dope. And you know, I thought for sure that he would do a figure for this one, but he came with a painting and it's sick.
I really liked this piece as well, man. He loaded this thing up with this fucking resin, and I really like it.
Salsa.
It's your boy. I'm making you talk about this one because it's your homie.
Dude, well, I'll tell you this. Here's what I do know about it is that I kind of saw it was when it was in pieces. I haven't seen it all.
Too bad.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen a no, dude, that's not even what that is.
No. Please.
Okay, so what this is so that's a Hordak body, but then he sculpted on the Motu pegs at the top to get the arms and that articulation in there is what that is. So that's original sculpt on there. This is the first time I've seen it assembled like this. I know that, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, dude. It's fucking dope. I'm gonna see it in person probably tomorrow. Oh man, there's the fur. That's right. Yeah, man. Oh, dude. So I'll tell you this though. Check that out, dude. So those wings, those are made from the ground up, bro. Those wings right there are straight up paper mache, my friend. The bigger ones on the back, right there, paper mache right there. Yeah. And then the base, I didn't know he was doing the base at all, or the bats down there, but I mean, my man, what can I say?
Uncomfortable piece, man. There's something about this freaking
uncomfortable piece.
This is creeping me out. It's making me oddly uncomfortable. I don't know why. There's just something about this armpit fucking tug that's actually making me feel like somebody's like purple nurpling my rib cage right now. Fuck that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Is that the same head? Oh, Snapples. That might be a similar head.
Fat bats? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Look at that probably. God
but
damn.
Good eye, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's an uncomfortable piece, dude. And it's yeah, it's good, dude. The paintwork on that is sick.
That being said, too, I will say anything that I've said is creepy or uncomfortable. Homies, like, Crumbs does not lean towards horror at all. Like, I am not a horror dude. I am, like, straight Care Bears and, like, yeah, I'm not a horror dude. So if anything I say seems creepy, sketchy, gross, it's because I'm a baby. I'm literally a cartoon watching baby. Jason Lex, this is good too, man. This is a good bash. Yeah, Kit Bash, Explosive Minestrone, Video Store side.
That's a sick one. Yeah.
Dracula's robot. I really dig that this piece here kind of has the fangs for him. Whatever this body is. Beauty.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what that is, but
is this Tone Tone?
No,
hey,
it's
Tone Tone the Tiger.
That's sick. Look at that.
That's I mean, Tone Tone's beard is pretty much like this. I mean,
right.
All right, let's get on here. I'm all about the horror and gross stuff, so stuff like Care Bears. Fair. Y'all find my heart tonight from a rough start of the week to a fun night of. You know what, Dre's man? Me and B were kind of in that same boat. We were both kind of like, we're really, 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 really looking forward to Toyz Day today. Have a great evening, man. And it's always a pleasure seeing you in there, dude. And try and get some rest up. This is fucking nuts.
Ooh, this is fucking nuts. And it sold right away, man. I jumped on there and I think there was like 2 comments, and one of them what's funny is when you see a piece that's only got a couple comments on it and it's been up there for a while, you know that one of those comments is a claim. That's why there's no more comments on it. But dude, Jevaho Creations, another one, 5.5. Dude, he's just a 5.5 master, dude. Straight up, man. Every piece that I have from him is dope. Every piece that he makes is dope. This is dope. I mean, man, dude, that's a sick one.
The thing I like about it is I think most of us are familiar with seeing this body as part of like that Mexican bootleg underworld custom, like what is it, underworld whatever, of like the Motu series.
Yeah.
But I don't
100 euro. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say 100 euro plus shipping. That's gonna run you probably around 130, 140. In my opinion, worth every penny of it.
Not to be a dick, there's a lot of people charging a lot close to that price and more for work not like this.
Yeah, that's true. God, dude, that is good. Yeah, nice job. Another different version of a cape, man. Like I haven't seen a cape like that before either, where it's almost like a poncho style in the back and then it's got the chain in the front hanging off, dude. That's something different.
Mr. Ordinary, thank you for saving me on that grab there, the realm of the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about this one on the IG Live. I'm not going to dig too much into it because I did spend a little bit of time on this one on the IG Live. But this was nuts, man, because they actually nailed it. It literally being Jonathan Queen, you'd think this is a painting, but no, he's done a piece. He did mention he probably will do a painting of this piece. But I thought this was wild.
Oh, man.
Like, he actually went full physical piece for once. Like, we don't see this.
Dude, that is freaking awesome, dude. You know why? Because that's the Bob's Big Boy. Man. Damn it.
There you go. So it looks like currently it's not for sale, but the prototype plan to make small edition.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yes. Awesome. I will be buying one of those, man. Dude, that is sick, dude.
Mr. Ordinary in the chat tonight, just Remco Pirates of the Galaxias. Just literally just like dropping them hot.
There you go. Yeah. He's like, delivery. Boom. Crimson Guard Immoral. Yes.
We had Bootleg Toy go on, but their tab's still there. My bad. Crimson Guard Immoral. You're right.
Boom.
Oof. Very Micronauts in the colors here. The main man himself, Count Dracula, the Sanguinoid.
That's good.
Both those actually, Draculoid and Sanguinoid are fucking amazing, man. Good for you. Batfield. Boom. Beautiful piece. This almost seems like something that we would see Dark Rainbow Toys almost make, man.
Yeah, the colors and with the wings. Very true. Yeah.
And I almost wonder if this is part of like the Egyptian line that came out with the Micronauts. The second wave, it wasn't all that popular, but I'm wondering if that's just straight up what that is. This guy is fucking dystopian.
Yeah, that's awesome too.
Oh my god, Helsing. Fuck off.
Good one.
Dude, Crimson Guard Immoral, your names on this one fucking slapped hard, dude. I liked that. I liked the wordplay. Great pieces. Holy cow, dude.
Nice.
2 hours, 17 minutes. We've already seen this beautiful Lab Monkey number 9 piece. This was impressive, man. I understand, like, I guess he was just kind of like, yeah, like, he doesn't have to bend down. It's like, no, I'm not really talking about the fact you gave it a needle arm. I'm talking about the fact that you gave it this cool as fuck little bottle thing with tubes that go up into like a weird little, like, that was nuts, man. That was dope.
Yeah, impressive every time, dude. I mean, from all the way down to those little tiny mice that are on there.
Resin cape.
Yeah, dude. Resin cape. And now this was, dude, 6 1/4 inch tall. Yowza. That's a big
monolithic.
Dude. Yeah, man. So that one, there was one for sale, and then there was going to be a pre-order of those.
Yeah.
Original sculpted chest on that, dude. Come on now. Original, dude. Sculpted and casted cape on that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, he was talking about the cape on this actually on the show, how he basically wanted the collar to be perfect, but then of course once you ended up getting the cape right, you have to adjust for the arm motions as well. So he said he actually had to take a couple stabs at the cape.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Figure. I don't know who LM9 is, man, but he's doing good.
Yeah,
Good
some
work.
guy.
Some
Yeah.
guy out there doing great work. Leash Toys.
Yeah. Ooh, that's crazy.
Dragoon. This is another one that makes me feel uncomfortable. This looks like almost like somebody just ate a lobster or a crab and it's left on their plate, and I'm crying.
Well, yeah, and then the bones for the decoration down there at the bottom. That's pretty wild too. But yeah, that is. I don't know if it says. What are we looking at there, dude?
Curated by the mold god himself. Lab hosted by Toyz Tiger. Dracula artists from around the world.
I just seen if that was like a
Bash.
I was gonna say Kipash, yeah, maybe Kipash with some original sculpt in there. I don't know, but that is sick.
Because the body, right? If anything, this body right here almost looks like when somebody pulls a sculpt out of the oven and it's accidentally been baked a little bit too long. It almost looks like that, but maybe it's a paint tab. If anybody knows, please chime in.
Yeah,
this is uncomfortable and fucking yeah.
And dragging for the right hand, that's nuts.
I don't want to. This headdress part is actually just making me fucking grossed out, man. It looks like it's coming like a rib cage or like turkey bones or.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Mad doll art. Oof. There you go. We're looking at here. Vintage bunny heads are what I used to cast the face. Found them through an American craft store that had dead stock from a doll factory that went out of business. They have the perfect Rushton doll sculpt. Resin casted face, felted body, faux fur, wire armature. Damn.
Wow. Dang.
We don't see something like that every day. Those are
no, dude. Look how many different things he's got going on in there. Oh wow, come on now. That's great. Dude, what a project. Dude, the wire armature, dude. Look at all the different posability you can get with something like that. That's nuts.
Well, and admittedly, like, we've seen this on stuff like Kerfloss or Death and Strawberries are doing their wax stuff, but we don't usually see it follow through into a felt, like a fabric, where it continues to just behave accordingly.
Damn, that is
I'm wondering if that's one of those things where people poke the. I don't understand. Resin casted face, felted body, faux fur, wire armature. I don't know how they felted the bodies. I'm sure there's a technique that I just don't know anything about, but no clue. Those are sharp.
Yeah.
Fuck. Mad doll art. Morbidly cute. There you go. This is almost like very junk fed looking.
Dude, that's nuts.
Okay, I love process shots like this though. Like admittedly, like that helps my brain understand like at least a little bit. Like, okay, what are we doing? Some more rendering from DALL-E 2. Mid-Journey. There we go.
Wow.
Trippy. Mixed media artist. And Apocalyptico 2. There we go. LM9's got a couple of those hidden gems he pulls out for his shows. Making a Mutant. I want to make sure we at least pull it up. But you guys know, we spent like 45 minutes talking to these homeboys, and they did a great odd job. Boxing Crusader, DeFoot Toys, Polybox CG, Manny Cartoon Studio, Gabo Zeta, Nuketan, More Horrific, Sycamil, Wackonaut, Dimension X Toys, Altreste, More Horrific. Like, guys, get on over to the Making a Mutant page, follow all these freaking talented artists, and get collaborating on cool ass shit like this.
Yeah. Great
Manny
piece,
Cartoon
man.
Studio, sorry. What do we got here? Let's do a little refresh, make sure I'm not missing something.
Now he had done one of the pieces for the show, I believe. Oh, there you go.
Chocolate Bloodsucker. Stands 4 inches tall, multicolored print resin art toy with hand painted and sealed. There you go. Only 2 are made, hand numbered on the bottom, DM for details. So it's almost like a Count Chocula.
Yeah, exactly. I really dig his just regular art that he has too. His logos and stuff that he draws is really, really sick, man. I love that style.
Yeah, talented artist, man.
Yeah, straight up.
Marquelis.
Oh, those are good. Those are good, man. Those are Man, a run of 3. Those are nice. Entry for 3 bootleg scraps of Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost of the last 17. Solid figure, hand painted without glasses. See closely, crudely to imitate the mashups of the bootlegs that we like so much. He is designed a card with red velvet. Wow, red velvet, and tried to sew the blister on the card with red thread, but due to lack of time, he left it in the project. He also used some AI generated images of possible cards. Anyways, I hope you like the crappy bootleg. Dude, the velvet, I have never seen I don't know if I've ever seen a velvet backer before, but yeah, I would say, Mark Healis style. That's another one where you could look at it and you could probably say, hey, that's probably could be a Mark Healis piece. Different, dude, kind of different than the little world that he's been creating. And I'm referring to those kind of oxidized pieces that he has up there. That Scout Trooper there, what was that? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I know it's down here. I'm looking for basically the Ape Priest series that came out, and that's the bodies.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's been a hot minute, but I feel almost like as much as it's like it's out of his normal realm, it's almost actually back in to his normal realm he's built.
Yeah, I was talking about those oxidized figures that he had at the top with the kind of bronzing and patina on them. That's the latest thing that I've seen from him. It seems like there you go. Boom. Wow, 2020. Nice. Good call on that, dude. Good memory. Corpus out. Right on, my dude. Yeah. Monday Toy Club. Oh, that's nuts. Wow. That is wild, dude. So that's obviously a Ram Man from Motu. And then he's got the dude. The hands are from what's that figure, man? Garamond?
You're right. Those are stupid looking Garamond hands. Either that or they might be his feet. But I think you're right. They're stupid little Garamond hands.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is interesting, dude. I've never seen Ram Man done up like that before, but that's crazy.
No, that's a good one, dude. I like that a lot for sure.
Yeah, nice. And that looks like an original scale. That's probably like a 5.5 is what that looks like it is. It's big, dude.
Yeah, Retro Zone, you're right. This Ram Man works so much better than it has any right to. You're absolutely it has no right being that cool. But again, I think Monday Toy Club is actually a little bit underrated, man, personally.
Oh,
they've got some great work that flies right under the radar for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys be like, no, Crumbs, everybody buys Monday Toy Club. They're famous.
Nah, dude.
They're fantastic.
No, you're right, dude. I mean, like,
the reality is, these I've been looking at from the time I got into toys.
Yes.
Like, that's what I mean by they're underrated. There's no reason that for almost the last 5 years they've had these available in their store. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah. Water, fire, earth, I think is what they have in those. Those are all really, really good, man.
They're great. They're great. Underrated maker.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Nice.
Fletcher says, I got a dope Ram Man on the way. I'm going to give you a Ram Man. Moon Armada.
A dope Ram Man from who, Fletch? Who's that from? Oh, probably from
Barbarian Rage.
Yes. I do know that. He did tell me that. That's dope. And who is this? Oh, Moon Armada. Okay.
Yeah, so I believe this is actually a friend of Lab Monkey number 9's. I've looked at their page a couple of times because they do this interesting thing. They do seem to work together. This individual makes musical instruments out of shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So he basically does like analog type shit like this where it's...
Oh, that's creepy.
And like all those little knobs will actually make like different instrumental sounds and everything else. Like,
wow.
So very interesting out of your normal styles. I'm surprised he doesn't have this one operating in a way that we can see or hear how he's maybe set it up. This one here, introducing Fruit Bat, my creation for the Insta. He also made those wings. So there you go. Lab Monkey number 9 made the wings on this guy here.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yep, those look familiar now.
And admittedly, I think he makes wings and a couple of other things he might cast from, like horns. Maybe that's what one of it was. But yeah, no idea. Weird, interesting maker.
Yeah, interesting.
More horrific. So I believe this is actually part of the making a mutant, but he also has the Bram Stoker's Mr. Byrne here that he had done up in the Nomad, I guess.
That's sick.
Digital art, nostalgia, 3D print toys. I'm not sure what medium they're using for their sculpts, but that's spot on, man.
Yeah, dude, straight up, that is good.
And then, of course, they would have done the portions, the 2 legs here for that piece, and the head, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's sick, dude. I thought that head was one of the best parts of that freaking figure, man. That thing is awesome.
Mia-san. This individual was actually on the IG Live as well.
Yeah, dude, you talk about uncomfortable pieces. I saw that and I look at it and but I couldn't stop looking at it, dude. I'm like, man, that is nuts.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's a workable portion to this. Blood candle on a full moon. You can bring back a vampire from there. I feel as though I saw her actually scoop the cup away for a second from the goop.
Okay.
As if it might actually be like a separate holder or something, but maybe I'm totally wrong, man. Oh my goodness, Slime City. C'est cool de te voir des affaires. It's cool to see your work. Français, neat.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's from Montreal?
Just don't see French stuff often. I think that's all it was. I'm just not used to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. But I'm assuming,
That's awesome.
I would wonder if they're from the same region. I know Slime City Toys is actually from Ontario. No, Montreal.
Montreal.
Sometimes, unfortunately, and they're going to hate me saying this, sometimes I forget that Quebec is not part of Ontario. Sometimes I forget that Quebec doesn't even want to be part of Canada.
Huh.
Which makes sense.
Some Canadian humor there for you.
Well, so fun fact, admittedly, France put a bunch of French people at one point into Canada when it was like, the New World. And then when Confederation happened and we started assigning provinces, we just kind of said, hey, there's a lot of us English here and very few of you French there, so we're just going to call this New France place Quebec now, and it's going to be a province. And New France basically said, France was like, okay, I guess you guys just took that and all of our people, and we were like, yeah, you're Canada now. I think we're looking at wood. Nerfict.
Is that what that is?
I think so, potentially. Company event features my version of Count Dracula featuring painted wood and polymer clay. There we go. Admittedly, I'm always a bit of a sucker when I see some other people using wood out there because I was like, I got wood. This is sharp, man.
Oh, nice.
I really like their paint style on this too. I love this cape on here too. What a good piece. Is he like floating because of the tree?
Yeah, I was just trying to see how that was set up. Man, that is good, dude.
Well, look at this fucking Nosferatu face with that uncomfortable hair. Okay.
Yeah, fabric cape sewn in wire, which allows you to pose and reposition this cape. Nice. Yeah,
well,
dude.
Look at all
nice.
those little painting details.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Dude, I love the paint app on there too.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, like his vest in there. I don't know how you describe that. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the figures in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, dude. Like those old school paintings like that. That same kind of.
It's almost like he's painting a 3D object the way that you would normally paint like a big flat board to look like a 3D object. Sharp. Nerfict. The art of my pet skeleton. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. This is my vampire. Jeez.
Wow.
A vampire. I can't pronounce it. You try it. You don't have an impediment. You try and say it.
Vampire. Vampire. Vampire.
Goblin Mob, you missed it. Earlier, B tried showing off his shirt, and he couldn't remember your name. He held up, he was like, I've got this shirt, it just came in, I can't remember who made it. And I had to step in and go, I know who made that. That's Goblin Mob. That's that piece that goes in his tiny little troll sets. But he didn't know for some reason.
Not true. Rewind the tape, buddy. Thank you, Gob. Just got this today, man. It's super sick. Fits great. You are a gentleman and a scholar, good sir.
Take a little break. Take a little moment from the tabs.
Dude.
We're so close. We're so close.
We're getting there, dude. I think you probably want to do a giveaway, don't you?
I would love to get a giveaway up, and I'm going to share the Wonder Wheel for a moment as well, because, dude, yeah, unfortunately, I've been drinking way too much coffee.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. This thing right here was almost full of cold brew. And if anybody messes with cold brew, you know that stuff is no joke. I should be up till probably Sunday, so good to go. Man, we saw some crazy stuff so far, dude. And yes, wow, look at you go. You know, I haven't done hot coffee in a while, man. I don't know what's up. I think it's because I drink way less of the cold brew. I can do like 1 cup and then I'm good to go. But holy smokes, dude, the stuff that we've seen tonight so far is just insane, man. Insane. Everything, dude, from, you know, the resin work to the original, lots of original sculpt, dude. Lots of it out there, whether it's, you know, from the ground up or that you're adding to another figure. But some of the prints that we've seen, dude, or maybe they're not even being sold as prints, maybe they're just artwork, but like Jonathan Queen stuff, dude, that figure was nuts, but his prints are always awesome too. God, dude, really good stuff. Yeah, Terrible Toyworks. I agree, dude. I'm super fan, dude. Straight up.
Super fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off my video for a second. You're gonna show the people at home what they're gonna be spinning for in a second here. While I remove some of that coffee from my system.
Okay. Let's do it. So, we already looked at these pretty much. This is from Plastic Vomit. We're going to do both of them. Instead of picking one or the other, I think we're just going to give away both of them. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll give away both of them at the same time. I thought I had another piece to show you, but I sure don't. I thought I had it right here. Anyway, so Plastic Vomit Customs again. If you haven't been to their page, go check out their page. I think everybody in here pretty much has been over to Plastic Vomit, but we're just going to go ahead and give away both of them tonight. 3.75 package coming your way. That was quick.
Hey, dude, you know, I do what I can. I'll admit, dude, I need to get like a bottle or something these days, like a little, like just like a bucket. I'm just gonna get like a big bucket, and I'm just gonna start putting a bucket underneath. And you guys won't even know. I'll just be sitting here on Toys Alive, be like, and I'll just be going into a bucket all the time. And that'll just be the way that we do things. I'm going to share the screen here. We're going to pull up that spinny wheel. For a moment, I did have the spinny wheel, but I couldn't tell if it was actually share screening the spinny wheel, so I closed the spinny wheel. Now I've got to pull the spinny wheel back up. Fun times, man. We're doing it. We're trying. We're trying, folks, and we appreciate you putting up with our trying.
Bam, Plastic Vomit Mix coming up.
We're doing pretty all right, though, man, considering we had that many guests pop in tonight and this many artist pages to look through. We're sitting at under 3 hours so far. I think we might be able to do it in 3 hours tonight.
I think we can too, man. I really do. And that was the plan, dude. I think if we do that, considering that we looked at about 1 million accounts and talked to 4 guests, that's pretty daggone good.
Pretty goddamn good. The last individual I've grabbed in here is going to be Akashiki Records. Next is going to be Goblin Mob. If anybody else has not hopped into the room and spoken up, please chime in. We will get you in there. Stormico Station, I will get you right now. I am so sorry, homie. I don't know how the frick I missed you on those. Sorry. Adding you in now. My apologies, dude. Because you're right. I somehow I said your name earlier and did not add you in because I'm just that competent. Suki comes into the recliner from Idiocracy. Yeah, pretty much, dude. I might have like the world's smallest bladder if anybody cared.
Rec shop.
Rec shop resin. Yes, thank you very, very, very much, man. I do have you in there, right underneath Death and Strawberries. So I've got Death and Strawberries, Rec shop resin, Akashiki Records, Goblin Mob, and Stormico Station. Recollection Toys, you bet, homie. Get you in there right now. Also, dude, that piece you did recently where you ended up putting the flowers and then the glazing that went like gold. Oof, oof. Stunning. Stunning.
That was sick, man. I did see that.
I shared it with people who don't even like toys. That's how dope it was. I started just sharing it with non-toy people, being like, look at this fucking shit.
Yeah, it definitely appeals to a really, really wide base, I think.
Gonna shuffle this a bunch of times and spinning the wheel.
There it goes.
There it goes, baby. Oh, there you go.
Terrible Toy Works, my dude. I think we probably have this piece coming up here, and I think there was a couple different things that dropped. But Terrible Toy Works, congrats, my man. I think I have your address because I'm weird like that. When I get people's packages, I take pictures of their addresses for occasions like this. If I don't have it, I will reach out to you. But congrats, man. You have 1, 2 3.75s from Plastic Vomit Customs, a prototype Snowtrooper, and a crystal clear Han Solo. Boom. There you go, man.
And we can say this about anybody, but there are definitely people that deserve a little win, man. Terrible Toy Works are fucking lovely, 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 lovely people. Anybody who's ever had to deal, like, anybody who's had the privilege, I don't know why I said had to do, anyone who's had the privilege of interacting or dealing with them knows they're lovely people.
Straight up, man. And the work is just, I mean, it's on another planet, which we're about to see for sure. So, congrats. The last giveaway that we have of the night, we'll do this shortly, is the Lost Ronin of Dimension 666. The piece from Ordinary Toys. These are just phenomenal. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. God dang, that's a nice piece right there. Ordinary Toys, you the man. Epoxy, thanks for coming in, dude.
Good seeing ya.
Boom.
Something happened when you guys weren't watching, and I had to get it out of my chest. Oh. Naomi Naff.
Dude, great pieces, man. So crazy, dude. When these dropped, I went and looked in the store, and God, there's so much good work in there. That's really, you just look at it and you're like, man, that's nuts. Paint work, dude. Look at that. How long did that take? That's crazy. What's the scale
That's what
of that?
intimidates me, man. I felt the same way with Tone Twisted Tiger. I looked at them and went, holy crap, I actually enjoy painting, and I could not spend an evening every single week having to do little minor touch-ups and paint apps on these things to have them ready for a show. You guys are nuts.
Yeah. And those are, dude, I mean, just compared to the other pieces that I've seen, I think those are pretty large pieces, you know?
I have a hard time telling with this artist because admittedly, I would agree. I think I've seen Vomiting Droids has one of these, and it's huge.
Yes. There's still one of those in the shop, by the way. I believe it's
Retrozone Neon actually just chimed in too. They're ceramic. These aren't going to be vinyl or resin this round. These are ceramic ones.
Nice.
Ceramic vampire, ceramic figure. Fuck.
Wow.
Naomi Naff, homie. Killer work.
Dracula Chupa Neil.
This made so much sense to me earlier because admittedly, I couldn't figure out why the IG Live on my Crumbs account kept on dropping out. And then when LM9 was like, we had Neil Ewing in there, I was like, now I know why I lost live privileges from, okay.
Dude, that's good, man. Purple orange never fails. Purple green never fails. What is that? Okay, hand painted vinyl and resin with hand sewn clothes, limited to 2 pieces. Hand painted vinyl and resin. Huh. What?
So here's your vinyl.
So, yes, right. Okay, I was just gonna say. So what's the? Okay, gotcha.
The resin. What would he have cast?
Maybe the
in
head.
Resin?
Maybe the head, or was the head vinyl?
That's
too?
what I was wondering. No, I was wondering the head as well, because the head isn't one of the heads he uses already. So I'm wondering if he
Right.
basically just added sculpt to one of these vinyl heads, made a mold, and casted it in resin. I don't know.
Good paint.
Well, without being a goober, I would say like paint is kind of originally where Ewing would have probably gotten like his moves.
Yeah. Oh, that's smooth too.
Neil Ewing, aka Bombastic Plastic. There you go.
There you go.
So
Boom.
anybody interested in some of that?
Nekosatsu. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Nakasatu has been really bringing the A game, man. Like these were killer too. That's what I mean by they've been bringing the A game. Oh, Scraps 2021. Fuck me. Upside down.
Oh, dude.
What head?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what that's from.
Admiral Akbar hands are great here.
Yeah. Yep.
But this head, Healy uses this head as well, correct? And something.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I've seen that. The helmet to me looks more familiar than the face. I don't know. Where's Jimmy Folklore, man? I'm sure he knows.
Come on.
Dope. Pack rat. Hordak, dude. That's a Hordak. The Hordak legs, dude. Those are not vintage. I don't know what those are. Maybe origins or classics. I don't know. That's good though.
Mr. Ordinary and Folklore and both slid in on that last one we were looking at. They said that it's actually going to be Ming the Merciless. And apparently it's from Flash Gordon.
There you go.
You guys are bosses at this shit. I don't know how you guys spot things like that.
All we got to do is ask.
All we got to do. That's 90% of all of it, man. You are like, we're stupid. We could be asking people what the heck they did most of the time before we even come in here, but we don't. King Hiss legs.
Jeez.
She
said that. Retrozone Neon.
Retrozone Neon.
Ball, dude. Caught me slipping on the Motu knowledge right there. Damn, big time.
Is
good one, dude.
Neon? Is that Jesse Sketches?
Yeah, dog.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, Retrozone Neon, man. It's nice seeing you in the chat, homie.
OG Cape. At least the workings of it. That was a tricky ass cape, dude. So if you take those out, those the tabs in there, they look like arrow points, and 9.9 times out of 10 they break, dude. Like you can still find vintage ones, but a lot of them have replacement capes, but they're very, very finicky to keep in there, dude. You can imagine as a kid how long those things lasted, right?
That is Mighty Max on this? Damn.
Yeah, over the Hordak. That Hordak collar is still on there. Yeah.
Fitting in the Hordak collar.
Yeah.
Pack Rat Studios. I'm having a hard time. I'm not placing this artist.
Which one is this? Oh, Pack Rat, yeah.
They're not jumping out at my brain.
Yeah, man, I've been following Pack Rat for a long time, man. At first, I don't know if they were making anything. I think there was, I remember seeing their page was just like big time collection stuff, random stuff. So I don't know how long they've had. Oh, that's sick, dude. Look at that.
Red Bat Armor Hordak.
Yeah, that's another.
Same legs?
Oh, yeah. You said they're selling them up on eBay, so that's cool.
Parade of Ghouls.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that.
Blacklight reactive cutout. We don't see that often.
No. Ooh, that's sick. Wonder how big that is.
I'm trying to figure out what the medium is. Like, is that wood or is that paper? Because now that it's saying it's a cutout, I'm wondering if it's a thin wood panel. Flash, maybe? I'm with you, Recycle Galaxy, man. I'm not too sure either. That's gorgeous, though.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry. I'm tripping out at like the dot marks and how they like, yeah, anyways. Fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Parade of Ghouls. Punk rock flea market.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to know if they're. I just trying to figure out if they're what the material. They've got to be wood. Look at this. Look at the width, the depth.
Yeah, they have to be. Man, those Frankensteins are sick.
Dude, homies, get on. Good night, Suki. Nice seeing ya. Quabatus Toys. Jesus. It's midnight in Germany. Time for dang. Night creatures for sale, €100 plus shipping to the set. 2 hand sculpted pieces, 2 artworks, digital hand drawing, all one of a kind pieces. Holy shit. 2 hand sculpted pieces. So there's one. There's that second. 2 hand sculpted pieces, 2 artworks, digital / hand drawing, all one of a kind. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Dude, that's wild. I'm liking the paint app on that little dude. Quo
Wow.
Vadis. Definitely not a maker that I'm familiar. What the hell are these?
What is that, vinyl?
Soft vinyl. Anku the Rotten Rolling One is on his long way to Germany. So it looks like some kind of like wheelchair sitting skeleton dude. Great work. Hobo with a shotgun. Damn. Handmade toy art. Quobatus. Resina Gem. Sorry, dudes. Trying. Gonna get through right here. Fuck, this is a cool piece. I didn't know Resina Gem had almost like a Vader piece anyways. And
yeah.
Now, like, where'd that Vader piece come from?
Yeah, exactly. I was just got that Vader face. That's cool. Good paint.
Dude, it's almost like if somebody mixed Vader and what's his name? Predator.
Yeah, there you go.
What the fuck? Resina Gem, dude. I didn't know you had those beauties. That's tripping my balls. That's a good piece, man.
Nice.
I don't know where these pieces are coming from, but I'm liking everything about this. I like the feet on the sculpt. I like the face on the sculpt. I'm liking this weird body. It literally is just alien-esque and weird. Sorry. Those eyes are fucking good too.
Yeah.
Anyways, Resina Gem, dude. Brazilian artist killing it. Retrozone Neon.
Boom.
And Retrozone ended up popping on the IG live as well. So I'm not going to spend too much time. But I hear that these are actually UV reactive. And I believe he did mention what he had used for this, like a blow mold vampires. Feel free to let me know that I'm butchering all your shit. Boom. Available for $25 plus shipping and handling each. Addition of 3 unique casts, specially conceived and made for this show, and will never be reproduced. Each figure is about 2 inches tall and features a black and white resin swirl. Each Drac has been doused in blood. His mighty fangs and eyes glow with the power of midnight to give him a spooky fright day or night.
Yeah, nice, dude. Those are sick.
Yeah. I'm liking the blood drip rundown on there as well, man.
Yeah. Straight
Adds
up.
that nice extra little touch.
Yeah, I think that makes it right there, man. The blood going down. That's dope.
And different from his normal work, man. Really sick. PLC blow mold finger puppet. Boom. There you go. That's a good fucking cast up, man. Even like the little paint up on this guy here. Getting that clean and tight. The glow on the eyes. Bring it together, man. Boom.
Nice.
The art of Sarah Legault.
Dude, so this is one of the earlier ones that I saw too. I just started following this account. This is one that I started following from the show poster, but dude, I dig that. I don't know what it is about that. I don't know. I love it. I don't know what it is about that. It's a pig with fangs. Really cool artist and page though, man. If you kind of scroll through there, it's different, you know? I don't know what that's even made out of.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that as well. I'm with you. It reminds me of like that black and white quick sketch that you'd normally see in almost like an Edgar Allan Poe retelling or like in a Tim Burton-esque type thing. But then this comical bomb is something that you'd see more on almost like a lowbrow skater type art.
Yeah, dude. It is. And you know what? I just can't. It fits in somewhere perfectly, and I can't place where it fits in, but it does somewhere. And maybe it's the eyes, dude. I don't know. It's good though, man.
It oddly has an Eric Clement vibe to it, oddly, but I'm wondering if that's because of the lines.
But then look at the back of the feet, right? So you look at the back of the feet, and it looks like it could be like a little kid that's dressed up in a pig costume, right? That look like the top of their feet showing, you know? I don't know, man.
But this part is creepy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, that's a great piece. So spooky and beautiful. Absolutely on point. Holy dicks.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, I like that. Diaz for Crumbs has said dick a lot tonight, apparently. Sycamore. Oh, did not see these.
Yes.
This is sexy. Oh my shit. Oh, damn, dude, these are fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the different fucking little colored pieces, man.
Yeah.
I like.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Really, really good, man.
Look how white the teeth are.
Yeah.
Is that a separate piece that glues in there? Fuck you, Sycamore.
Well, you know, this is another guy that, you know, he's doing this wild stuff and doing stuff for making a mutant. You know what I mean?
Look at the
like
mouth
that.
hinge. Look at the mouth hinge, bro. It opened and closed its freaking mouth. Who do you think you are, General Porpoise? Look at that rounded freaking ballpoint limb.
Wow.
Such a good figure. This is my first figure with an articulated mouth and arms with multi-directional articulation. The waist is also articulated. Damn, that thing is good. Each figure is a unique piece, painted in a unique color scheme. I hope you like it as much as I do. We like it more than you do. Take that. These stupid eyes, man. Anyways, sorry, Sycamore. Gorgeous work. We could spend all night here. Slime City Toys. Damn. This piece, I loved it, man. I love this isn't doing it any justice. When they had it on the show earlier, the reds and pinks and purples were sitting so freaking dope. And then admittedly, they do something that I like as well. They just doused this thing in like a nice gloss, and it looked, quote unquote, like a cheap plastic toy. They killed it, man.
Yeah, gotcha. Dude, 4.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. Wow, yeah. That's a large piece.
Admittedly, Lab Monkey number 9 would not stop talking on the IG Live about how girthy it is. He must have said girthy like 50 times. He was like, that's girthy. That mold is girthy. I bet it's girth. That's Girth City. I swear to God. I hope he's not here to defend himself.
And that was all resin, correct?
It's a resin casting, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Steam-powered mum.
Bro, this one.
Dracula.
I think we just started following this one on the show page recently, man. And I don't know if it was from
probably this.
from this or what, dude. But man, wild, good work, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this would be a pain in the shit to cast because of all these stupid little, in my opinion. Maybe,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
maybe not, but this looks like a piece of shit to cast.
Oh, man.
See all the cool customs, Kit Bash's art, and more. This is a good piece, man.
Lots of detail in there.
I even like the way it's sitting so aggressive. I think
Yeah.
this might even be a Final Faction Diablo body. I think that might be a Final Faction. If anybody knows, let me know. Ooh, that's actually nice too, man. Considering that the other one is F is for Frankenstein. Look what Dracu's got just brewing up in that tube. You know what's next. You know what's next. The T-Terrible Toy Works. I knew this was next in the tabbies, man. So right from the box, you know it. You guys crushed this.
And
then right down to the figs.
Dude,
I was
glow in
glad
the dark
to
too.
Here again.
Yeah, there was a now the skeleton was a 1 of 1, right? I believe that, yeah, limited one piece. And then the other ones were there was a group of those. God, those are good, man.
Did you read this? An homage to that one time Dracula sucked so hard his skin flew off and went flapping through the night like a swarm of hopped up bats careening down on a Carpathian crevasse, never to be seen again. And then this 1 of 1 boner is cast in our Vampire Bones formula. Jeez Louise, homies. Thank you.
Oh, man.
You guys also do fantastic photo work for your pieces in such a good way. They always look like they're coming out of like some kind of a weird like magazine or like ad. And I loved seeing that you had a bunch of these little gimps available for the 30. Each sold separately, a complimentary entry into the illustrious D is for Dracula show. When the big D's skin flew off, wads of coagulated blood rained down, forming these little shits, skittering, waddling, stomping, and sloshing through the graveyard. These little spirits cause havoc for both the living and the dead.
Dude, absolute pro, man. You know what I mean? From everything, from the post to the pictures to the packaging, the glow. Damn, dude.
They really killed this one, man. The write-ups might be one of my favorite write-ups in a long while, dudes.
Yeah.
These little shits put the imp and gimp. Like, come on.
Damn.
I really like the unique difference of the skulls, too. I know that maybe for some people they don't really care about that, maybe. But I like that there's a variety in those, dude. That for certain collectors, I'm sure even, that's a very, like, completionist desirability. Oh, man, you guys killed that. And this 1 of 1 friggin' Bone Daddy here, the boner.
That's sick, dude. I love the cape, too.
Love
nice
the cape.
fit right through the arms.
And, dude, love that little blood mark on the mouth here, too. Nice little touch to just kind of pop it out. Beautiful work, guys. Always, always, always astounding.
Yeah, that glow. Yee!
That crypticorium. Damn.
Ooh, that's dope too, man. This is another account, dude. You talk about like an incredible catalog of work. Holy smokes, man. I have a couple of these pieces. They're older Halloween pieces, actually. Maybe I'll run those out again sometime in the next couple days or something. But, dude, that is sick.
For a quick second, I want to make sure we hop back over to Terrible Toy Works. Just mentioned they changed color in the sun as well. So they're gonna be one of those ones that definitely like color shift. What's that called? It's not UV reactive. It's not thermal changing. It's I don't know. I wonder what that's called. This guy's nuts, man. There's an exclusive purple variant of our vampire figure. 3 available, 65 each to claim. Oof.
Yeah, man. Everything they do is really, really good.
Yeah, this is a new account for me. Holy dick.
Yeah, man. Those are sick.
Dude, look at the strength of that glow on those colors.
Wow. That red and blue, that's nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, that's a great account, man. That's actually one that I've been following for quite a while now. And they just, I mean, they're a machine. They just don't stop.
Yeah. And I'm glad, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's times when you go up top, sometimes you see that and you're like, okay, this makes a little more sense now.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at that right there.
The real
Bernhardt getting in. Yeah.
I feel like this is the dude that you seem to fall in love with quite often. You seem to lean into this guy a lot.
Oh, dude, he's got some really killer stuff. It's random stuff, dude. You know what I mean? One of them was like a monster band, that like little 4 or 5 piece monster band. I thought that was really cool. That thing's nuts, dude.
This is good. Living vampire blood. Everybody is its type. Oh, I wish I was vampire blood.
Oh, that is creepy.
That's really awkward, man. And what's killing me is I can't help but be like, okay, so did you mold and cast this? Like, do you just have a mold now with a fucking like an oil spill guy with a face in it? Oh my goodness, man. That's good.
Yeah.
So I just don't think I'd seen that. I need to pull it up real quick because that's sharp. Boom. We're getting there, homies. Oh, dang. 3 hours and 4 minutes. We botched it. Botched it. I blame you.
Oh, look at that, dude.
Bug Dracula.
What the hell is that?
This maker is stupid. Okay, so before we even look at that, like, obviously, like, look at how stupid their work is. So, of course, they're going to have shit like this.
Oh, man.
I'd have sex with that thing.
Oh, man, look at that. That means they'll be able to offer some copies for purchase.
Assassin bugs kill their prey by injecting a strong venom, which kills and... B, I think we've dated this woman. I will always say that.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good, dude. Even the little...
Yeah, oddly enough, this is one of those times that if we were in Star Wars and I met this alien at a bar, you're coming home, buddy. What's up?
Resin figure, so 7.8, almost 8 inches tall, articulated head, accompanying bat bugs. That is crazy. Copies for sale soon. Yeah. Now, how many followers does this account have? This has got to be another big one. I mean, it's got to be, right?
No.
That's
what's insane.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Right? And look at this shit, dude. Look at this stupidity. Like, how?
Dude, so, I mean, like, what are we looking at, man? Are these 3D prints or what?
I don't know.
That's blowing my mind right now, dude. Those are nuts.
They've got crazy nice work. That's why okay, let's see. 3D prints, maybe? I had a print lying around for over a year now. This is the one I was teasing you with in the stories. So yeah, 3D printed. It's still, dude. Look at that.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And again, dude, how is this a scraps piece?
I remember that one.
Like, geez Louise.
Yeah, come on now.
40. Not gonna spend too much time, guys. It was exactly. You already know. Toxic Fumes Toys.
Another good one. Yeah.
And again, man, it's nice when some of these makers, we get used to seeing what they've got in their repertoire. It's intriguing when all of a sudden we see like new pieces make their way, because then I get excited about being like, okay, well, is that an old mold? Is that a new mold? Are you going to be busting out some new shit soon of like new parts? Like what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And
UV and glow in the dark in that one.
Nice. Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Damn, white glow.
Yeah, white glow. I was gonna say I wouldn't see that one too much.
Don't see it too often. I think Porpoise plays with the white glow quite often. That's how he gets that weird milk, that milky.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I like Toxic Fumes Toys, man. Canadian maker, probably why it, unfortunately, is just sitting a little bit at that 3 instead of like 50 million. But good dude. I like his work a lot.
Yeah, straight up, man.
Like this was probably one of my favorite pieces last year, that December 2020.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Always a good variety of work too, man. In scale and in kind of subject, I think, man. There's kind of stuff all over the place, which is always cool.
And stupidly nice guy. Just a stupidly nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Agreed.
Toyz
go. Oh man, he came with the is that 6 total?
6 total and a backer.
Okay.
It's a fun piece.
Yeah, 3.75, 3 points of magnetic articulation on arms and head, 2 weapons, and is made of 6 colors altogether. Wow, man. Oh, that glow in the dark includes card with the bubble. You can open and play it and save it again. Includes 3 stickers. Wow. Oh, very nice glow on that.
Yeah.
Toyz go.
See, I think last time that we were on Toyz page, you even made a comment where it's like we noticed it wasn't like the colors that we would normally see in some of their work. I think this is back to like what I would normally expect to see almost in like a Toyz piece. Those colors are just reminiscent like of that.
Nice.
Yeah. Fun
good weapon there too. Yeah.
Underworld Customs.
Oh man, that's a beauty. I have not seen. I don't know what's that head from. I don't know what that head is from.
See, am I a crazy person? Like this one, the head sculpt almost reminds me of cadavers, cave dwellers. There we go.
Huh.
But I don't recognize that head.
Yeah, I don't either. That's cool though. Another Underworld Customs, man. Another 5.5.
You've got quite a few there, say.
Oh yeah, they're can do pretty much anything at 5.5, man. It's really, really cool. But I have other pieces from them that are, much smaller scale. That's funny. Just for look at that tiny, just for the head.
Yep. Hey man, that's what you needed.
Yeah.
Fun. Underworld Customs, Mego Mad Monsters, Folklorian. Thank you again, kind sir. Migo, sorry. Fucking Draze.
Vinny Chop.
Damn, I haven't been to Vinny Chav in a while, man.
Yeah. I saw those the other day. Those reminded me of the caramel apple.
Oh, those fucking suckers with the caramel
those
on
suckers.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I haven't had one of those in so long. I want one now.
Is that
I'm gonna do a refresh just in case Vinny Chaz isn't pulling up yet. But I'm wondering if I'm just somehow missing the D is for Dracula. Because everything here is pretty Halloween vibes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see a D is for Dracula piece though. Huh.
2 days ago. All right. Sorry, Vinny Chav, man. If you guys aren't familiar with Vinny Chavs, get on over here anyways. Check out a bunch of their Halloween drops, especially those of you who love that spooky season. I know a lot of you guys all love the friggin' crits. I bought all of those Vinny Chav. Boom. Street Fight SPX, man. I'm really glad to hear that you've got some wins coming in then. Wolfman! I'm not familiar with this maker either. Everyone knows that Vlad the Impaler was the main source of inspiration for Bram Stoker, but Stoker's boss was the other real-life figure that went into crafting the Transylvanian Terror. So I present to you Sir Henry Irving as Count Dracula. Oh, Jesus. Accurate. I'm loving the paint apps on there, man.
Yeah, so what is that? So is that an original sculpt resin cast? Or
you're gonna have to ask him after the show.
Yeah.
You have to call them. DM them, say, may I please have your telephone number, and then give them a call.
Wow, that's crazy. That looks cool.
Even the depth here created with the cape, man.
Coming up to the just front, the black and the red. Yeah.
I dig. Well done, homie. Wolfman 138. Yeah. And dude, I don't understand how some of these guys just fly under the radar. Like, look at this fucking werewolf piece.
Yeah.
And bigger than I would have expected.
Ooh, that's sick.
NECA official and Fright Frags, damn. Okay.
Mm.
But like, that cat, this piece. Wolfman 138, get on over there. Looks like second account. Okay, what now? 150. Numbers? I don't know anything. The last of the evening. Our Lord and Savior. Zamatko. Boom. I dig the fact that he tried to actually kind of like draw the link between these and the F is for Frankenstein from last year. And I really dig the idea that when he and I were talking about these, he's even saying it's almost kind of like the Draculas are like coming down from their bat shape into human form.
Oh, that's
really
dope.
Beautifully done, man.
Yeah.
The big long Nosferatu nose, the teeth, the capes came out perfectly. Well done, dude.
And there was a drop of how many were in there? 8? 6?
Ooh, 6.
6, yeah. Now he did say that they have a drop coming out tomorrow.
Every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I believe it was those. Was it the 8 crosses? I can't remember. I think it was the 8 crosses tomorrow. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Like I admittedly, now that we've interviewed Zymico, I can almost hear him talking as he's pulling these out. Like I can almost hear his voice and like way of speaking about this.
Yeah.
Zero on Toyz on Tap this week was a good one. Damn. Yeah, I forgot that Toyz on Tap, last time we spoke to them, they were saying that they were going to have Zymico coming in last week. Fuck, I need to check that episode out. Thank you for pointing that out, man. Heck yeah.
I need to check that out as well, man. I'm sure it was great. That's a great interview, man. I mean, you could have a whole show again of just talking about all the different stuff that dude does, which is really cool. Dude, that was a lot of tabs, man. We got one last giveaway, then we are out of here. But holy smokes, great job on the tabs, dude. That was that was a lot of tabs.
Not even, man.
Yeah, yes, even. That might be the most pet tabs we've had.
Yeah, I do think so, yeah, admittedly. And I do really appreciate anybody who ended up hanging out through that, and I do apologize for anybody who maybe feels like we went a little bit quick over anything. It definitely wasn't the intention to make anybody feel like we didn't admire their pieces. There was just so many artists. We wanted to make sure we brought up everybody's pieces so that everybody got a little bit of love. And certainly feel free to reach out to like the toy account on the DM or something like that if you end up watching it back and you hear us saying something about your piece that you feel is inaccurate or you would like to clarify. Please definitely reach out and we can try and make sure that we touch on that either next episode or in the stories and all that fun jazz.
We did fine. Everybody got some love. We appreciate it. You guys all did amazing. Seriously, hats off to everybody. You guys all did great. Really, really cool, man. I'm sure next year is going to be even better. You know, we're going to see probably a big variety. I know he said Universal Monsters, so you know, take your pick on what's going to be next. But it's going to be dope, man. Again, congrats to everybody who ended up turning something in. Everything that we saw tonight was dope. Like I said, just the variety out there is phenomenal. One last giveaway.
Sorry, I was literally just doing one last check through the tab to make sure we didn't miss any of the Making a Mutant individuals there. What is going on in the giveaway there? A beautiful Ronin of Dimension 666?
Yeah, Lost Ronin of Dimension 666 from Ordinary Toys. Dope piece. It's like a 2-part backer hit kind of.
Yes, that is dope.
Yep, and it's got Velcro right there, you see. And then that allows you to get in there and open the bag.
Without
which, you know what, I'm not even going to open it. I'm not even going to open it.
It's not yours.
No, you're right. It's not mine. Oh, piece. Super sick. Whoever wins this, you will be happy with it. I promise you that. Oh. Ordinary Toys. If you don't know about Ordinary Toys, do yourself a favor. Follow that account. Enjoy the weekend. And look at all the work in there. It's stupendous. Retro Zone Neon. Yeah, man. That's cool, dude. Like, there was a lot of people in the show. I was talking to a couple people before the show, and I said, hey, there's, you know, a lot of people in the show that I was not familiar with, so it's always a good follow. But then you kind of get to see all the other stuff that's out there, man. The original amount of original sculpt that was out there tonight, like, holy crap. Very, really cool. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull up that wheel. Boom, boom.
So Nori says, don't forget to remove my name. If I was making pieces like that, I would absolutely keep my name on the wheel.
Yeah, if anything, it's like an ongoing thing where every week it's everybody versus Ordinary Toys. And if Ordinary Toys gets it, then next week we try again. And we just keep on doing that until somebody else gets it. But we have to match it. So for every 41 entries that are not Ordinary Toys, we put 41 entries that are Ordinary Toys and we spin and see. I'm going to hit shuffle a bajillion times. I'm going to try and hop over to the YouTube for 1 second and make sure that if there's anybody who for some reason has not chimed in, you can chime in now. But this is your last time to chime in, and then we're getting the heck out of here, and we're letting you guys all go to bed because it's midnight. It's 12. You're sick. I bet you are, man. You did a killer job, but I bet you that the anxiety and the frustration and the stress of staring at those on your freaking desk for the last like month and a half has been enough. Absolutely.
They're so good though, man. They're so good though.
So we're gonna shuffle this, and I'm gonna spin the wheel.
Spinning the wheel. And it's only 9:20 out here on my end, man. So got a ways to go.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck me, right?
Carolina Cool Cat.
The old Carolina Cool Cat. Gonna be getting a nice old Iran Morales. I am so sorry, dude. I did not catch you in time. In the future.
Carolina Cool Cat also just did a large drop. I believe it was yesterday or the day before, but man, there was some heat in there. And from what I saw, a lot of it had sold almost right away, but there were some other ones that were still available, man. Really, really cool drops. He did the Undead Anchor Fist, and I think the Undead Squatch. Dope work, man. Yeah.
Undead guys, and you've also got these wacky glow boy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stop sharing that for a moment.
Those are big pieces too, man. Those things are like, probably like 4.5, 5 inches tall, probably. Probably more like 5.
Yeah, I feel like last week I didn't get a chance to like really show this guy off, man. But like, yeah, they're sick, big boys. That Sasquatch body is a big old boy. It's like almost the size of my tiny little head. I've actually got a tiny head. You don't know that, but big fig, good fig.
Dude, and the Anchor Fist hand on that, dude.
He was a gem for that one. He was definitely a gem for that one, man. I know that not everybody would be down with mixing up their shiz and putting things where they don't belong, but. And I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Found the antlers, Carolina Cool Cat. Found the antlers.
Hey, coming up next week, I don't know. I don't think we have anything planned next week, do we? As far as guest goes, I don't think we do. I know that November is going to be really, really fun, man. November we got, and I'm not really sure what order this is going to go in, but it's definitely going to be Mallow Toys. It's definitely going to be Barbarian Rage. It's definitely going to be Trash Joy Studios. I think that's what we got right now for November. So that'll be very fun, man.
Trash Joy on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Long time coming, man. That is somebody that you and I have definitely been collecting since like day one. I'm stoked.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. But tonight, man, again, dude, thanks to you. Thanks for all the tabs that surfing around, dude. Hey, 3 hours and 20 minutes, man. We aim for 3 hours, and we said we got a shitload of content. If we can stuff it in all in 3 hours, that'll be pretty good. And we got really damn close, dude. That's awesome, man. Wild Show, Lab Monkey, 4T, Kajiki, Dimension X, Bootleg Toy Code. Thank you for coming in and spending some time. Everybody else made some pieces. Phenomenal. Amazing. If they're available for purchase, make sure you guys are putting them up there on your pages ASAP. Let everybody know when and where to get them. Please and thank you.
You and I will be spending most of the next couple of days posting a bunch of these in our stories, I would imagine. And that way we'll try and get it out there and get that knowledge out there. And you kind of nailed it, man. LM9, thank you for starting the show, because you guys don't realize how much that means to some of the other makers in this. Retrozone Neon making a comment that you're like, Yeah, dude, I really appreciate being in that show. I know there's been other makers that have let me know in the past. They're like, hey, it felt such an honor that so and so reached out to me. So Lab Monkey #9, man, in my opinion, that's like that kind of like domino flick where sometimes even you just throwing a show and reaching out to people and including them can make such a huge, drastic difference. And I know that it can be stressful for you guys throwing the shows, and I know it can be stressful for us with all the tabs, but inclusion and community makes people feel awesome.
Absolutely, man. Really good variety of this show again, dude. And it's you know, finding new accounts is always good, because then it starts recommending new accounts. And I've already gone through my suggested and seen a ton of stuff just in the last few days that I've never seen before. So it's like a machine, man. It just keeps on going and going and going. That was a great show. I don't know how many artists were in there all together. I think including making a Mutant, we were up over 80. I want to say, I think him and I were talking about it and it was like 85, something like that, some wild number. So anyways, congrats to everybody again, man. Great show.
I don't know how everybody did it, dude. I don't know how you guys do it. Like the anxiety and the stress, I think, of like trying to stay up late in order to compete against like some of my peers, even though it should only be a competition against yourself, but you're seeing all the peers put stuff out there, so the bar is getting higher. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Thank you for providing us with entertainment to check all your fucking art out.
Yeah,
Damn
straight up.
Studios!
Boom, there he is.
Oh,
Hey,
nice
what's
to see you,
up, Jacob?
homie.
Yeah, and I think next on the list, I don't know what show is next. I want to say Heavy Metal Hanukkah. There may be something in between now and then, but that is in December, of course. And I know Drew's pushing hard for that one already, and I know there's a lot of people signed up, so that should be another fun one to cover in a couple months. Besides that, we're back next Thursday night, 6 p.m. PST, doing something. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
I'm gonna do the whole thing in the washroom next week, and I'll just sit on the toilet. That's how I'll do it. And that way, I don't have to have a bucket. I'll just pee directly where I'm sitting as we're going.
Hey, whatever you want to do, man. Your
Pee
call.
for toilet. Yeah, it'll be good.
I just work here. I don't know.
Man, thank you for a lovely evening, dude. Everybody have a great week. Have a safe weekend. Have a good night.
100%.